Hello?
Hello, stream?
Hello, stream? Wow, hey, it took us... How many hours does it take Chris and Andrew to swap a fucking PlayStation disc? Try 5. 5 years later, we're back. Oh, you know what? I forgot to put live notifications. God damn it. Whatever. You know what Trevo did? Our good friend Trevo? Trevo made his push notification. I love this, too. You have parentheses 1 and parentheses unread message from Captain Trevo. That's his live notification. So you click on it, and then
and it takes you to the thing.
Takes you to the stream. It fucking got. I woke up and I looked at my notifications, and I said, "Oh, what? I got an unread message from Trevo," and it totally got me. Watch out! Watch out! I just threw a chaff. Jesus.
All right.
We earned it. Please insert this too.
What is down the stairs?
Holy fuck, man. It took 5 fucking hours. Bum, 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 bum. Imagine I didn't have the key card and I needed to swap back to this one. Alright, what do we got here? All this craziness.
Got a man.
I saw the man. I saw the fucking man. It's fucking deaf as a doorknob.
What was that noise? Oh. Oh. Huh. Wait for it.
Holy fuck.
Got him.
I shouldn't have got that.
What the hell is below you?
What?
That orange.
Lava.
Lava. In Alaska?
Lava in Alaska.
At this time of the year, in this part of the country, localized entirely within Shadow Moses Island.
Oh! Not the cheese!
Does he at least do the Terminator 2 thing of the thumbs up as you drown in the lava?
Of course he does. Didn't you see? He spelled ActingRelic with his fingers. He went... His final moments.
Get him.
Try and bat me now. Oi!
Whoa.
Where are they coming from? What are you gonna do? Huh? What are you gonna do over there?
Loser?
What are you gonna do? You're a loser! I'm not gonna save scum during bosses. Oh, I stepped on a fucking roach? And that's what killed me? How is this fucking possible? You have to stick to the fucking floor like a lizard.
Oh, you gotta wait for the thing
Look
to
at
move.
snakes! How is that possible? Look at this rat taunting me. How is that even possible?
Go.
Look at that. All his body weight is like over the edge. I'm on the edge. A little SOCOM bullet for me. Guess I've been good this year. That's like Snake if he was a bitch. What you doing? What are you doing? Why are you choking me? Oh, he's fucking choking me. A PAL card.
4.
Oh, can you hear my fan? I don't need a fan. I'm kind of chilly, actually.
A little.
Right? Aren't you a little chilly over there in Canada?
It's actually been really warm the last few days.
Oh, are you eating? Do you want us to wait for you to finish? What is that nasty stuff? Lava. Look at this.
All right.
Look how they tempt you. I don't even need it. I just wanted to know. I just wanted to know I could. It's so instant.
Sneak, sneak.
Oh!
Oh! Don't sneak too quick, though.
How is this possible? It's pissing me off. Where's the boy, Mansley? Where's the giant, Mansley?
Man, that movie's so underrated.
It was the biggest flop.
He got well, didn't it actually kind of like review okay in terms of like...
No, dude, that movie
scores?
flopped and made Warner Brothers not want to make animated movies for like 20 years.
But wasn't it like... Here's my question.
I'll be the first to say that Iron Giant was a good movie.
Giant.
Look how fucking instant this is. I'm gonna... Oh! Let me just sneak on... Oh! I don't even need it. I don't even need it. What's in here? My name's Sneaky Snake. Guess what? What are you looking up? Iron Giant reviews? Do you ever look up 1-star reviews of things you really like?
Ooh. What were we doing?
Isn't that so fun?
We were doing that in the midst of Outlast 2. We wanted to get the highest score and the lowest score.
Oh yeah.
And just compare what the reviews said.
It's my favorite thing. Could you look up a 1-star review of The Shining? We'll do that in between cutscenes. Nah, The Shining.
I was just reading here.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Consensus among critics was that Iron Giant was a failure, in part due to the poor promotion by Warner Brothers. I can see that. Because overall, like, if you look at the scores on IMDb, Rotten Tomatoes, and all that, yeah. Critical score of 96 and an audience score of 90. That is not the number of a failed movie, I would say. This thing was failed because of its, like, release in theaters.
Dude, I heard it failed.
Oh, yes, Big Elevator.
Are you saying my sources are wrong?
A bit about this. So what happens on Big Elevator?
Snake, the elevator won't move unless you push the switch. There's a control
Fuck
panel,
you.
right? Get closer and press the action button.
I didn't even think of that. I tried that like this a bunch of times.
Yeah. You push the action button.
This? You want this one? Okay. My
There we
bad.
go.
Yeah, Andrew, are you calling my sources wrong? I heard it failed. It was a failure. Sorry. You gonna cry?
Oh, there you go. Maybe piss and shit. Maybe come a
You
little.
gonna piss and shit? You gonna cry? Damn, gonna break everybody's neck again. I forgot about this.
Time to break some necks.
That's a
Oh,
chaff.
that's a chaff.
That's
not
a chaff.
flash. Oh, I do want to see when the chaff goes down. Ah, that would be too much to program. It would have been interesting if when the chaff goes down, the flashlights on their rifles click out.
Oh, you'd be surprised.
That would be a lot of extra work.
You'd be surprised at the shit
But
the fucking work Kojima puts in, honestly. And
I think it exists in futures, though.
Yes.
Like, if you throw a chaff in 5, I think it should stop stuff.
Just for an example, did you hear about the ice in 2?
No.
There is one... in the tanker, there's a bar, like a mini bar, and there's a bucket of ice. And if you shoot and knock over that bucket of ice, the ice cubes will melt in real time. It takes like 10 minutes.
Christ.
And there's nothing else in the game like that. There's no other reason for that programming to exist.
Extra work.
Just ice in that one cup, and that's it. You could have just deleted the cup. I would have accepted that it's still a bar.
Or like just have the ice like, oh, it scatters and it falls apart, and then eventually it disintegrates.
Yeah. Dude's a madman.
Go.
There's another thing in 3. If you happen to shoot, they have radios on their chest. If you happen to shoot the radio, you could break it, and then they can't call for backup. Just little things like that. I think in every game except this one, if you shoot the little exclamation point above their head or question mark or whatever have you, it shatters, and the person's brain like stops working. Well, like the person's just like you break the head.
Metal Gear is straight down. Better move it. There's no time. The terrorists are ready to launch.
I was wondering what the birds was about, and then I remembered who we have in Foxhound.
They're threatening to launch a nuclear weapon.
They've made their final decision.
Why is the White House being so inflexible? Colonel, is there still something you're hiding from me?
Oh.
Are you for real now, Colonel?
God damn it.
God damn it.
That's why. Okay.
Snake, please. Just concentrate on
Snake, please. There's nothing I'm hiding from you.
Master Miller.
There are a lot of crows around here.
Those aren't crows. Those are northern ravens. The Inuit and other Native Americans worship northern ravens as creator deities. Some say that ravens have the power to predict death. The great poet Marlowe wrote about them in the 16th century. Thus, like the sad presaging raven that tolls the sick man's passport in her hollow beak, and in the shadow of the silent night doth shake contagion from her sable wings.
That's pretty gloomy, Master.
By the way...
What?
I've got something to tell you about Naomi Hunter.
What about her?
Is this conversation secure?
Don't worry, the monitor's off.
Okay.
What's up?
I was in the FBI too, you know.
I didn't know that. What's your point?
Dr. Hunter's story about her background, about her grandfather being an assistant secretary to Hoover in the FBI.
Yeah?
And then going undercover to investigate the mafia in New York.
Yeah, what about it?
It was all a big lie.
What did you say?
It was really bothering me. Why would she lie about it?
She lied?
She might be a spy.
Ridiculous.
Come on, even a high school student could see past it. The head of the FBI at that time, Edgar Hoover, he was a well-known racist. Didn't Naomi say that her father was Japanese?
Yeah.
Well, back then, there wasn't a single Asian investigator. Also, in the 1950s, the undercover mafia sting operations hadn't even started yet. They first started in 1960, in Chicago, not New York.
But
you better check it out. The chief and the president mysteriously dying, and that ninja? Too many strange things are happening.
Are you saying that Naomi might be behind it?
I don't know. Either that, or she's working with the terrorists.
Could it be?
If I find out anything, I'll call. In the meantime, be careful.
I'm gonna call Naomi and ask if she's a spy.
Colonel, where's Naomi?
I'm right here, Snake. What is it?
Oh, nothing. Forget it.
Strange.
Snake, by now those terrorists have finished their launch
never mind.
Stop wasting time.
How you feeling?
Response.
If you take that elevator down, you'll wind up in the warehouse. Metal Gear's underground maintenance base is just past there.
Ravens.
What?
There are a lot of ravens here.
There were ravens around from before, but for some reason they started to really increase.
I wonder
in
if
number
he would
around
call
the
them
same time that
crows in this
Foxhound came to the
conversation.
base. It's really weird. I wonder what it could mean.
What's up, Ty?
What's up, Ty?
Get fucking
Thanks for the
raided,
raid.
dude. What's up, guys? Hell yeah, what were you guys playing? Hold on. My friends are here. Hang on.
What y'all playing?
Ty Valentine's here, baby.
No
Playing no game. What? Oh, Valentine. My apologies. My apologies. Valentine.
Yes, with a Y.
Fuck. I have to type the SO. What were you playing? We'll never know.
Playing the Disney game.
Playing the Disney game? Yo! Thank you, Ty. How is that game? We were actually talking about that earlier.
Yeah.
Hey, Poe. Yeah.
Because every time I see you are streaming Geisha, you've been playing it as well.
Yeah, I see that Geisha's on it all the time. It's like the best thing I can compare it to is Valentine. Animal Crossing, right? It's fun. Yeah, so do you get to go to like different worlds a la Kingdom Hearts, or like super great if you like Animal Crossing? Exactly. Cool.
That's cool.
I'll have to watch one of the VODs
Can you
sometime.
visit each other's like houses? Like
Yeah, I'm
Animal
really
Crossing?
curious. Whoa, what are these emotes? It's early access, but it's really polished, and there's hundreds of hours worth of content already. For real? Yeah,
Nice. Pretty
my
good.
friend, she posts about it on Facebook like all the time.
Cool.
We just learned there may be a spy in our midst. You guys ever play this?
So I'm guessing rematch with Vulcan?
Vulcan. Snakes don't belong in Alaska. Shoves finger down pee hole. Yeah, Andrew here. You've known bits and pieces of Metal Gear.
This is the black hole. This is the part that I don't know.
Underground. I wonder if there's something funny that happens if you, because if you shoot the birds in the other games, everybody yells at you, and they're like, what the fuck's wrong with you? It's pretty great. Right?
Birds.
So Andrew here has played 5 and beaten it, right? But I said no.
Right. Yeah, this is Vulcan Raven set up with the big ass fucking chain gun.
Right, my friends.
That's what I say whenever I see Andrew. Welcome, Cossack.
Ravens aren't scavengers like most people think. They're simply returning to the natural world, that which is no longer needed. Sometimes they even attack wounded.
You skipped PS3? MGS3?
Must have been a tight fit for a big boy like you.
But that was no true battle.
What?
The Ravens and
I guess
testing to see what kind
he's
of man
carrying
you were.
an
The judgment
ammunition
is
case on his
decided.
back?
The Ravens say you are a true
Blockbuster,
warrior.
damn. Who shot his mind bird at me?
I can't move. The Raven has put the mark of death upon you. Blood from the east flows within your veins. Your ancestors too were raised on the barren plains of
I think it is ammunition.
Inuit and Japanese are cousins to each other. We share many ancestors, you and I
don't have any crows in my family tree.
You jest, but indeed ravens and snakes are not the best of friends. Nevertheless, you will make a worthy adversary. You live in Alaska too. You know of the World Eskimo Indian Olympics?
Yeah, I know it. Must be a real threat in the muck-duck eating contest.
Yes, you are right. But there is another event that I excel at. It is called the ear pull. It is an event where two opponents pull each other's ears while enduring the harsh cold. It tests spiritual as well as physical strength.
You want to pull each other's ears?
The form is different, but the spirit is the same. Rejoice, Snake! Ours will be a glorious
It's one of my favorite lines.
This isn't glorious.
You want to pull each other's ears?
Violence isn't a sport.
Well,
If that was just the entire boss fight, is you just pulling Vulcan Raven's ears. Ow! Stop! Ow! Fuck! Alright, here we go.
Look how big his cone is, dude.
Jesus. Brr.
What's Muck Tuck, Pope?
It's like a combination of things, I think. Isn't it?
Hey! Oh, he mad. He angry.
He's mad. Oh. I wonder if this is one of the only times you could use claymores.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, let's give it a try. That's one way to beat him for sure. I have 4? No way. Oh, this is my new save file. So you want to tell everybody what the fuck happened? Oh my god.
So to bring everybody up to speed, our plan today was like, hey, we're gonna finish Metal Gear 5. We're gonna have lots of fun. This is the part of the game that I know nothing about, because I know bits and pieces from either seeing other stuff or seeing Chris's playthrough with Late Night Spaghetti. So we were all set to go. We get in, we do a boss fight, and we get to the thing. Thanks so much for the subscription, Ty.
Whoa. Thank you, dude. Thank you for the sub, Ty Valentine.
We get in, get going, gets to the page where it says, hey, switch to disc 2.
Switch to disc 2. Famous last words.
Then becomes a... What is in total, Chris? 5 hours?
5-hour ordeal learning how to switch the disc on fucking on RetroArch.
On RetroArch.
To the point where I changed the name of the save file to try to convert it like from disc 1 to disc 2. Doesn't work. We can't get back into the original save file. We're like, what, 6 hours into the game? We lost that save file. So... Yeah. I beat the game again, up to the point.
Yeah. And the thing is, basically all the guides of how to do it say the exact same thing, except for they leave out one little tiny detail of text when they're speaking. And that was it.
That was our problem.
Yeah. All right.
So I don't have claymore
that's why
lines.
we only have 4 claymores instead of
that's why.
like 10 or 12. I imagine C4 might be able to do the same thing.
Just put C4 on his butt.
Oh yeah, flashbangs. Because the flashbang covers the entire room. FAMAS!
That didn't even work on him?
Does the FAMAS only shoot in single fire in this game?
No. I'm choosing to do burst fire.
Oh, okay.
Stingers. Okay.
Oh yeah, because he's got that big metal thing on his back. I bet you can lock onto him. Because I don't I'm trying to remember if Stinger missiles actually lock in on. Yeah, it's a weird way of doing it.
This battle's really cool because the battlefield like changes as the as it goes on. We'll see.
The crates.
Yeah.
To answer your question, Ty, it's a weird process of like getting the software to just understand what you're trying to tell it to do. And it's one of those things where the way you think you should do it does make sense, but the program literally isn't smart enough to read certain inputs, so you just have to dumb it down for the machine.
Yeah, we were trying to switch from... I'll even show you the process. Okay, so the screen actually said, please insert disk 2. So you go over here, disk control. I'm not going to do this, but you eject the disk, and then it would say,
then
okay, what
select,
disk do you want to put in now? And you would select
so
disk
you
2.
would say,
but the step we were missing was you have to eject the disk, go back to the game, and then the game goes, okay, the disk tray is open. Please insert disk 2, and then you insert disk 2, and then close the tray.
Yeah,
it's so convoluted. It was so much, and
that's trying to do stuff too fast.
Yeah, because then the console thinks you're just switching the disks without actually opening the disk tray, so it gets confused.
You can go far away around. Gotcha. Get him.
Cool.
Nice.
That actually worked. He's not having my shit, dude. If I lay a claymore down, I gotta remember where I put it. Oh, he gets faster too, I believe.
Claymore deployed.
Oi! Come on!
Come on, Earl.
Come on, fat. Come on, fat. Look, man. Come on, man.
Oh.
Thanks for being here, guys. Oh. He's about to hit my claymore, too. There we go.
Thanks for hanging out, Ty. And thanks for the raid.
Got he. Yeah, thanks again for the raid, man.
Yeah, because up until we got
to catch you live again soon.
We were thinking about doing this tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm glad we didn't. I'm supposed to go see a movie tomorrow with friends, but one of the friends canceled, so I don't know.
What were you gonna go see?
I don't want to say in case people put spoilers. It's my own downfall. Okay, I'm not. It's not like I'm going to see a fucking Kubrick film or something. We're gonna go see Smile.
Okay.
I like a movie that does outside promotion like that. Did you see all the stuff?
No, I didn't.
Oh, they have people showing up at sporting events and like they're beating the news to places so that they can have an actor that's supposed to stand there all day and just go
and
just smile at the camera and not say anything. I like fun little tongue-in-cheek stuff like that.
He's running.
I gotta catch him when he goes down a long hallway. He's fucking fast, my dude.
Like, which is impressive because, yes, he might be, like, biologically enhanced, but that's still a real heavy setup that he's carrying.
It's all nano machines. They really did a good job of making every fucking fight, like, unforgettable.
And also the escalation of deadliness of who you're fighting. Because we go from, like,
God.
the Revolver Ocelot fight to, like, as you're going up more and more and more, we keep encountering people who can kill you even faster. Wait for it.
No, what? I got him! Go, 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 go! Yee! Can I hide, like, over here? So, this is a terrible place to be, though.
Go, Nikita, go! Oh no!
Got him.
Still got him though.
Ah!
Watch out!
Oi!
Watch out!
He's so fucking fast! Ah! I was chasing him, now he's chasing me. Oh fuck. Gotta hope this is faster than him. God damn it. No one saw that.
Oops.
Fuck. The stinger is really, man, those fucking claymores would have came in handy so much.
That's what I'm wondering about the C4 is, can you plant it, have him walk over the spot, and then detonate?
Yes, you
Just
can.
hide around the corner? Just place one there. Wait for him to come. Shoot.
Fuck.
No,
Okay.
it just wants to go
Here it
down
comes.
there. Okay, wait for it.
Fuck.
Fire. Huh. It's weird that that doesn't work.
No, I think it does. I think I just missed him. Okay, it's right here. Come on, Raven.
Alright.
It's fucking running, dude.
Okay.
Come on. Nice.
Now. Yeah!
God damn it. Okay, at least we know we have a few ways to do it.
Yeah.
Don't cue yakety sax. You put that sax away. No, no, no. No,
Put
no,
that
no.
sax away.
Absolutely not. No, 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 no. Oh.
Oh, that game.
Oh, that game. You want to pull each other's ears? He doesn't like just stand there and shoot anymore after. Fuck. There's no way to walk in this game either. This was made with the D-pad in mind.
Also, did you want to switch from your card 6 to your ration? Yeah. Fire.
Okay, I'm just gonna booby trap the fuck out of this corner and then not go to this corner.
Way more. It's cool that you can see items hanging on top of boxes, so you know that those boxes will be eventually broken, so you can pick those things up.
Yeah, right?
It's 1,
There we go.
2. Okay, now he's in the other corner.
He's gonna get mad and start pushing boxes down. I wonder if you can make the box follow you. No idea where he is. He's on the top.
Towards you. Get him. Last push.
Went all the way the fuck
Nice.
around. Oh! Holy shit.
Run. Get a missile. Nice. 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 Good
We're doing
job.
great.
Now Andy. I saw that one.
Oh, that was him knocking a
Something
box
fell
down.
down.
I thought that was my claymores going off. You're so used to how stupid the guards are, and then now you're versus this guy.
Yeah, you encounter a boss that has a very particular pattern.
No, I mean like he could just, yeah, like that. Like
Oh,
he's not
how
dumb.
How fast is?
Yeah, like he's not facing me, and
tracking
then
kicks
I
in.
bet if I just stand here, he'll see me instantly. Somebody who actually like looks around. God damn it. Oh, he heard that.
I also wonder about like using frag grenades at all.
Yeah. I think they're just hard. What did he go?
Oh,
Exactly
he ran
where he
into one
is.
of the other claymores.
Thought he would hear the
Here he
noise over
goes.
there and get distracted. He ran into both. I think he just iframed through the other one.
Yeah,
Okay.
close though.
I like the C4 method a lot. I'm gonna put it in the middle of an intersection that way. Kind of has to come.
Blam.
He recovers real quick.
Blam.
Knocked
Nice work.
myself down.
Just as the boss said, it is my existence which is no longer needed in this world.
Oh,
But my body will not remain in this place. My spirit and my flesh will become one with the ravens. In that way, I will return to Mother Earth who bore me.
Yeah, whatever, pal. All right.
Snake! I will be watching you. Understand?
His face.
Snake, take this security card. It will open that door.
Why?
that's probably a level 7.
You are a snake which was not created by nature. You and the boss. You are from another world. A world that I do not wish to know. Go and do battle with him. I will be watching from above. First, I'll give you a hint.
Ooh,
The
you ready?
man who you saw die before your eyes.
What is it?
That was not the DARPA chief. It was
Did you know that?
Decoy Octopus, a member of Foxhound. He
I
was a
knew
master
that it
of
was
disguise.
not the decoy. That it was not
He copied his
DARPA.
subjects down to the blood.
I didn't know it was decoy.
So he drained the chief's blood and took it into himself. but he wasn't able to deceive the Angel of Death.
The Angel of Death. But why go to so much trouble? Why impersonate the chief?
That is the end of my hint. You must solve the rest of the riddle yourself.
I feel like Decoy Octopus was a planned encounter, but
In the natural world,
didn't work out or
there's
something.
No such thing as boundless slaughter. There's always an
They're
end to it.
eating it.
There's one right on his eyes, dude.
Different.
What are you trying to say?
The path you walk on has no end.
Also, how are you able to talk with
Step
birds
take
eating
is
you?
paved with the corpses of your enemies. Their souls will haunt you forever. You shall have no peace. Hear me, Snake. My spirit will be watching you.
Cool.
They ate his bones, dude.
Very nice. Call.
Snake, it's me.
Master.
It's about Naomi. Turn your monitor
What
off.
more do
What
you
about
know?
Naomi? Colonel, is Naomi there?
No, she's away. She's taking a short nap. So what is this about Naomi?
Can't trust you either.
Maybe we'd better let the Colonel hear this too.
Yeah. Go on, Master.
Well, basically, Dr. Naomi Hunter is not Dr. Naomi Hunter at all.
Oh no.
I thought her story of her background sounded kind of fishy, so I checked it out.
And?
There is an actual Dr. Naomi Hunter, or I should say, there was one. But she's not the woman we know. The real Naomi Hunter disappeared somewhere in the Middle East. Our Naomi must have somehow obtained her identification papers.
So then who is she really?
She must be some kind of spy.
A spy?
Yes. Maybe she's been sent to sabotage this operation.
Are you saying she's with the terrorists?
I don't want to believe it either, but she is working for Foxhound.
So you think she had a part in the uprising?
Or she could be working with some different group altogether.
Different group? It couldn't be.
Place her under arrest.
What?
She's betrayed us. She needs to be arrested and interrogated to find out who she's with.
If she's one of their spies, then we're in big trouble.
What do you mean?
Nothing.
Have you let
Oh,
her
no,
in
no
on some
secrets.
kind of
Campbell.
secret or something? Does this have
Colonel.
anything to do with the mysterious deaths of the DARPA chief and the Arms Tech president?
I have no idea.
Anyway, we cannot allow her to participate any further in this mission.
Wait a minute. Without her, we can't complete this mission.
I knew it. You're hiding something.
Give me some time. I'll try to get it out of her.
Hurry then. We've got to figure out who she is and what she's doing here.
I understand. Snake, give me some time.
I don't have any time left for you.
All right.
Snake, I'm sure that woman calling herself Naomi is some type of spy. And now I'm starting to think that Campbell might be hiding something too. Don't trust him.
Let's call him.
Snake, if it's about Naomi, I'm looking into the matter right now. Give me a little more time.
Where is she?
She's still sleeping.
I can't believe it. First, the DARPA chief turns out to be an imposter, and now Naomi. What the hell is going on here? I suppose you're going to tell me you don't know anything, right?
I'm sorry, Snake.
A madman is threatening the world with a nuclear weapon. I guess that's what I should worry about now.
What about my friends?
My friends.
Naomi wasn't acting strangely or anything?
No, I just can't believe that Naomi is an enemy spy. I refuse to accept that.
I don't want to believe it either, but
Don't say it, Snake.
Teleport 5 minutes in. I fucking look at that.
There you go.
3 hours.
3 hours, baby.
I got back up to here. What does Nastasha have to say?
As long as the strategy of nuclear deterrence continues, nuclear weapons.
Oh, this is
Well,
Chernobyl.
and like, here's a perfect analogy, Chris. We've been streaming for almost 50 minutes, so that 3 hour count is actually closer to 2 and a bit for how long it took you to get up to past.
Oh
Sniper
yeah,
Wolf.
because I fast forwarded.
I don't know anything about Dr. Naomi, so there's not much I can say. But Snake, I think you'd better leave that to Colonel Campbell. Don't you think you'd better just get to the control room?
You don't know Colonel Campbell. Meryl, how you feel? I know, because I scoured online. Me and Andrew scoured online for a save state that would work. And there was the
Could not
possibility that
find
they
one.
weren't getting the same ending as us. So I was just like, you know what? I'll do it my
Fuck
damn
it,
self.
do it live. All right, let's through the big door.
Beat all the bosses again. I did it.
House?
This is where you need your fucking chaps.
Oh boy, that's a lot of turrets. Jesus Christ, that's a lot of turrets.
Oh, did you see them on that map or something?
I saw the red dots. Holy fuck.
I have to know.
I guess that's why they give you...
Oh yeah, look at the
chaps.
map.
Yeah. That's
Get
a
fucked.
ludicrous amount of turrets. I guess that's why they give you chaps, but I'm like, is there any way, shape, or form that you are supposed to do that without chaps?
I mean, if you don't have any chaps, what are you gonna do? I mean, look what it's guarding. Probably the biggest
True.
secret in the U.S. right
Yeah.
now.
There it is.
What's 10 more turrets? Ah, they
Clunky
build up.
boy.
They build up wrecks. So fucking cool in this game. Little,
Well, they
like, just from different
Kind of
angles and stuff.
should, just like given the capacity of it and all that stuff.
Right, Pope? And he's a Pope. And he thinks that's a lot of turrets.
I can't remember where you are on the side of things. What do you think is cooler, Rex or Ray?
Snake, it's me.
I'll tell you after we beat 2.
Did you find a good place
Okay.
to hide?
Yeah, thanks to the stealth gear. It looks like they've finished getting Metal Gear ready.
How do you know that?
I overheard them talking. Where are you now?
Right in front of Metal Gear, but it's strange.
What is?
There's nobody here. No guards, nobody patrolling. It's too quiet.
Maybe because they're all ready. They said they even input the PAL codes.
What should I do?
All we can do is use the override system that President Baker told you about.
But I've only got one of the 3 keys, and besides that, like Ocelot said, there's some trick to using the keys.
Leave it to me.
You got some kind of plan?
Well, I'm in the computer room right now. I'm trying to access Baker's private files.
Baker's files. Don't you need a password?
Of course, but there are ways.
Are you a hacker?
Yep, that describes me.
His glasses
Dirty
glinted when he
hacker.
said that.
Man,
I don't know yet. I'll give it a try.
I'm counting on you.
Aww. The only people Snake can trust are Master and Otacon. And Meryl's like dead for all
Dead.
we know. All his friends.
More chaps.
Thank God.
Boss. Call.
Snake, it's me again.
Miho!
Not bad. I just got past his 3rd security level. He was a pretty careful guy.
Do you think you'll break in soon?
I never met a system I couldn't bust into.
Okay, keep
His
trying.
busting makes him feel good.
Andrew?
Mm-hmm.
I was drinking, so I couldn't stop you. I couldn't parry you. There's little keywords. Oh, they do such a good job building up fucking Rex. What do you like better? Just based on
Rex.
You like Rex?
Like, yeah, I think Rex's design is cooler. I think its weapons array is cooler. Like Ray's still cool, and I still really need to see what it does in 2.
Don't count Rising as a canon Metal Gear game. But
like,
it's fun, but don't count it in the
I
canon.
don't know.
On his head.
Snake, I did it.
You got past security?
Did it?
Bingo.
Great. So what do you got?
I accessed the confidential Metal Gear file.
So what about the PAL override system that Baker talked about?
I haven't found it yet.
That's what I need to know.
But Snake, I found something else.
What?
The secret behind the new nuclear weapon. Just as I thought, the nuclear warhead is designed to be fired from the railgun like a projectile. It doesn't use fuel, so it isn't considered a missile. That way it can get around all sorts of international treaties.
Pretty sneaky.
Whoa!
Yes, but effective. And that's not even the scariest thing about this weapon.
Oh, I can't wait to hear this.
It's a stealth weapon.
You mean it won't show up on radar?
Yeah. The truth is, they've been working on a stealth missile since the late 70s.
Why weren't they able to develop one until now?
Because of the missile rocket propulsion system, it would be picked up by enemy satellites.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
But unlike a missile, the railgun doesn't burn any propellant, so it can't be detected by any current ballistic missile detection systems.
An invisible nuclear warhead.
Totally impossible to intercept. And on top of that, it's got a surface-piercing warhead designed to penetrate hardened underground bases.
We learned that lesson in the Gulf War.
This thing could mean the end of the world.
It's the ultimate weapon. And from a political point of view, it avoids the problem of nuclear reduction and nuclear inspections. Colonel, is this true? Are you listening?
You fucking eavesdropper!
If word of this got out, it could delay the signing of the START 3 treaty and cause a huge international incident.
Yeah, it would be nasty. The United States would be denounced by the UN. It could even bring the president down.
Did you know this, Colonel?
I'm sorry.
You changed, Colonel.
I won't make any excuses.
Snake, listen to me. This new nuclear weapon, it's never actually been tested, only simulated.
You mean they ran a computer model?
Yeah, that's why they were conducting this exercise. They needed to get actual experimental data to back up the simulation.
What were the results of the exercise?
It looks like it went better than they hoped for, but I can't find the data anywhere on this network. You'd think the data as important as that would be carefully recorded.
It was. President Baker gave me an optical disc with all of the test data.
What? Do you still have it?
No, Ocelot took it from me.
Damn. The terrorists have replaced the dummy warhead with a real warhead. Once they input the detonation codes, they should be ready to launch.
So you think they can do it?
Well, the dummy warhead was designed to be identical to the real thing, so I think so.
Did you find out how to override it yet?
Not yet. It must be in a separate file. Right now I'm looking through all of Baker's personal files.
We're counting on you.
Man, if Otacon didn't exist.
Yeah, you'd be kind of fucked. Alright, down the other ladder.
They let you walk on his fucking head.
Oh, what's that noise? There's a man.
There's anyone else here.
Comrades.
There's the one guard patrolling the fucking deadliest nuclear weapon in U.S. history. It's all on your shoulders.
Find it.
No, I haven't found out about the override system yet, but I found Baker's ulterior motive.
He's just looking to get rich, isn't he?
Well, that's part of it. Arms Tech is in much worse financial trouble than I thought.
I know they lost their bid to make the next generation fighter jet. That plus the reduction in SDI spending.
It looks like there was even some talk of a hostile takeover.
Everything was riding on this project, I guess.
And it looks like we were paying a lot of bribe money to the DARPA chief.
Bribe money, huh?
Yeah, and Baker was a big proponent of the nuclear deterrent theory.
I see. So anyway, what about the override?
Just give me a little bit longer.
How about if you call everybody?
Keep collecting things.
Snake, stop that launch. Head for the control room in the underground base. The control room is on the 3rd floor of the underground base, isn't it? There's no time.
You called, Snake?
Save.
Don't forget to save your memories of me too.
Can't save memories even on that system of yours. Memories are fragile things. After you reduce them to binary...
I swear to God. He did this lame-ass speech again. Because I didn't call Naomi, I didn't call Mei Ling once this whole game. The last time I saved was at the fucking heliport at the beginning of the game. The only time I saved was when I met Mei Ling.
Mm-hmm.
My God! Let's kill him.
Who's in there? Open up.
Imagine if you do that enough times, it breaks.
Uh-oh. There he is.
Oh shit.
Okay, I've entered the PAL codes and disengaged the safety device. We can launch anytime.
There's still no response from Washington. It looks like we'll have to show them that we mean business.
Should I set it for Chernobyl, Russia?
No, there's been a change. The new target is Lopnor, China.
Why, boss?
I'm sure neither you nor Mr. Golukovich would really like to see a
Oh,
nuclear
fuck.
bomb dropped on your motherland, right?
They mention
But
Golukovich?
why? There's nothing there.
Wrong. It's a nuclear test site.
A nuclear test site?
If we nuke a major population center, the game's over. But a nuclear explosion at a test site can still be concealed from the public. Meanwhile, Washington will be worried about the retaliatory strike from China.
That'll probably mean top-secret talks between both countries' leaders.
Of course. And in the process, the president will be forced to divulge the existence of a new and highly destabilizing nuclear weapon to the Chinese. What do you think that will do to the US's reputation? Or the president's?
And with the CTBT, that means that China and India. I see.
Yes. When the other countries hear about this new weapon, they'll all want to contact us. Washington won't be very happy when we start selling their own system to the highest bidders. Yes, the president will break. He will give in to our demands.
Big boss's DNA and $1 billion.
$1 billion? That money will be used to kill our genome soldiers as well. I'm also including the Fox-Die vaccine in our demands.
Fox-Die. It killed Octopus and the Arms Tech president. So it's true that it affects older people first. Mantis might not have been affected because he wore a mask.
Wolf wasn't infected either. Perhaps due to those tranquilizers she always took.
Something to do with the adrenaline level in the blood. Or maybe it's just because this Fox-Die was still experimental and they haven't worked out all the bugs yet.
In any case, have you heard from your friend, Colonel Sergei Golukovich, at the Spetsnaz?
He still has doubts about the ability of Metal Gear.
He's on the second
Said we
game,
can talk
Sergei
if the Metal Gear's
Golukovich.
test launch is successful.
He's a very prudent man.
I didn't know he was mentioned in this game.
There's nothing to worry about. The Colonel wants Metal Gear and a new nuclear weapon so bad he can taste it. If Russia wants to regain its position as a military superpower, they need to reinforce their nuclear arsenal. They need a nuclear weapon that can't be intercepted. Metal Gear will allow them to gain first strike capability over the rest of the world.
Their regular army is in shambles, and they think they can restore their country's military power with nuclear weapons? Galukovich, he's no warrior. He's a politician.
Well, he's the one who gave us the Hind and most of our other heavy firepower.
He's got over 1,000 soldiers under his command. If we join forces, we could put up quite a resistance here. Since Mantis died, the Genome Soldiers' brainwashing has started to wear off. I'm worried about the men's morale. An alliance with the Russians would boost that as well.
What are you saying?
We're not going anywhere. We're going to dig in here.
We could still escape.
We've got the most powerful weapon ever made, and we're about to ally with Galukovich's forces.
Are you going to fight the whole world?
And what's wrong with that? We can launch a nuclear warhead at any target on this planet. A nuclear warhead invisible to radar. And on top of that, this base is full of spare nuclear warheads. Once we get the DNA and the money, the world will be ours.
What about your promise to Colonel Galukovich?
I have no interest in the revival of Mother Russia.
You're not thinking of reviving Big Boss's dream.
From today, call this place Outer Heaven.
Heaven.
Big Boss's dream.
But boss, you're not worried about the PAL being overridden. If the code is in it again, it'll be deactivated.
No need to worry. The DARPA chief and the Arms Tech president are both...
Oh shit.
Does Snake know how the override system works?
You interrogated him, don't you know?
He didn't have any keys on him.
Good. Then no one can stop Metal Gear now.
By the way, what should we do with that woman? Want me to kill her?
Let her live. She's
Does
Carol's
that
niece,
piece of
and
dialogue
Snake cares
change
for her.
depending
We'll keep her
on
as our
who
ace.
you
yeah.
selected to change to save?
I never did a Otacon run.
Snake, I found Baker's top secret files.
Great job.
How's it going there?
Great job.
Finished inputting the PAL codes. So how do we deactivate them?
Okay, you see the override system that the president was talking about? It can also be used to input the detonation codes. You see, if you insert the keys when the warhead is active, you deactivate it. And if you insert them when it's inactive, it becomes activated. And you can only use the keys once.
Only once, huh?
Yeah, you better get started. We don't have much time.
But it takes 3 keys, right?
Yeah, you only
I've
have
got
one.
one of them.
Hold on a minute. You see, that's the trick. You already have all 3 keys.
What are you
What?
talking about?
The card key is made of a shape memory alloy.
Shape memory alloy.
Yes. It's a material that changes shape at different temperatures. The key is made out of it.
This card key?
Yeah. The card key changes shape at different temperatures.
So this key is actually 3 keys in one. Clever.
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 Can you see the input terminals in the center of the control room?
I see them.
Those 3 laptop terminals are for the emergency input. There should be a symbol on each screen. Each symbol corresponds to a different key. Input the keys in order from left to right. The left one's for the room temperature key. See the symbol?
Where
Next to
did
that goes the low temperature key.
Ocelot and Liquid go?
The one on the right is the high temperature key.
I saw
I got it. First
Ocelot and yeah, they're right there.
Oh.
That's right. All you do is insert
Or at
the
least
card
Liquid
keys.
is.
After you insert the key into the
I don't know
module,
where
a
Ocelot
hard
went.
disk reads the information contained on it.
No,
Once
he's
you
right
finish
there
with
as
all
well.
3 terminals, the code input process is complete. But here's the thing. You can only use the key 3 times. It's an emergency system. It's only meant to be used once.
The world is riding on that key, Snake.
He sees you. Phew.
Damn.
No key.
Mikey!
My key.
Key fell in the drainage ditch.
Shit.
Snake! This is bulletproof glass.
Glass.
There's no way in. I'll enjoy watching you,
Watching you
die.
die.
Snake, you've got to get that key.
Get the key,
Okay.
Snake.
Let's get that key!
Run.
You don't want to come up here. You definitely don't want to come up
Don't
here.
do it.
I'm gonna throw you
Don't
off.
do it, you fool.
Yeah.
Where'd he go?
I'm gonna throw him down into the black hole ditch. Here?
Yeah, because I think the ladder's right where you came down off of Metal
Oh,
Gear.
really?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's right there.
for sure. Oh god.
What's in the drainage ditch that would hurt you?
I don't know. The fuck?
Camera.
Oh, ration.
Oh.
A ration. Must have fell off somewhere around here.
Find that key. It fell somewhere in that drainage ditch. Use your mine detector.
Detector.
Yes, the mine detector works just like a metal detector. The position of the card key should show up on your radar screen.
Oh, that's... what a fart smeller. Let's go.
Mine detector. Mine D. There we go. PAL key.
I want that extra ration.
Use it.
Even if it
Take
means
it.
risking it all. Ah! I didn't know you could get me over here. Stop it! Stop it! What if I smoked while I stood in the shit water? Oh.
Alright.
Now I need to go back up?
There.
Yeah, I need to do the room temperature key.
Mm-hmm. Room temp, then cold key, then hot key.
Cool key, hot key.
Last one.
Snake, you can do this.
Just, you can understand how the ladder works, Snake.
Snake, stand in
you're
front of it and hit the
direct.
action button.
It may be your direct enemy on the board game, but this is the battlefield, Snake.
On the board game? Is that what you said?
Snakes and ladders.
Damn, dude. Come on. Come on. Does anyone have that clapping emote? Please. Code Cracker, Fart Smeller.
Alright, watch out.
What do you mean there's no way in? You opened the fucking door for me.
Big ass fucking door. Thank you, Pope.
Hope is my fucking hero.
Alright, Jeff.
Won't that make the computers stop working?
You would think. Alright. Key.
Okay.
Click.
Holy Toledo.
Ooh,
PAL code number 1 confirmed.
nice. Now you gotta cool the key down.
2.
Where do we do that?
Okay. That takes care of PAL code number 1.
So how do you cool the key?
Freeze the key.
Unleash the
Where
power
do
of
you
the sun.
freeze the key? Oh,
Oh!
gas! on your
hide.
gas mask, Snake.
It's not gonna do. I think they just kill you.
Oh, you just have to escape without being detected?
I think they just kill you here. I think they just kill you here.
Okay, nice.
What if you don't have chaffs? Oh, I see.
Alright, so how do we cool down the key?
Shut up. He just leaves. They put that one guard there so you don't fast forward.
Oh, right, you were fighting, Vulcan Raven on a freezer. So you can just probably take the key in there and get it cool.
If you say so.
Or that's my initial thought, at least. Oh, fuck. Yeah, the fucking death room.
What's over there? Oh, stairs?
Stairs?
On the way back, No, I can't. Won't be any time.
Oh, no!
Don't fucking move.
Move. They can sense your fear. Stingers.
That's it?
Still
Ah!
a bunch of stinger
I love the
misses.
little rainbow thing.
Ah! Run.
Climb the rope. I love that little hamster.
All right.
Jeez.
He's dead. They ate his bones. You just gotta stand here for a while with the PAL key. That's at least my thought of how it works. Is that how it works?
Do you have any other ideas?
None that don't involve going up to the area where you fight Sniper Wolf and shove it in the snow. Oh, there it is. Now it's cold.
You ever see that video of the actual snake opening the door? Oi!
What?
And he goes, excellent snake.
Oh yeah, the big. It's like a yellow.
It's like a banana
python
anaconda,
or something
yeah.
like that.
Excellent
Yeah,
snake. And it just flops on the floor.
Sound it makes is it slaps the floor.
Excellent
It's like,
snake.
Fuck, man.
It's like getting the wind knocked out of you.
So now I'm thinking ahead to how the fuck do we heat up the key?
Yeah, because then we'd have to come back through the old room.
Yeah,
Snake. Snake! Snake!
Snake, it's a ladder.
Nah.
Gotta remember the basics of CQC, close quarters climbing.
Ah. Sneak a snack.
Don't get spotted.
Andrew, I won't. The save states.
Alright, cold key, deploy.
Oh.
You're on the card, yeah.
It was one up. It was one up from what if I just took 1 second to look.
Number 2 confirmed.
Okay.
All right,
There goes
keep
pal
the
code
key.
number 2. Next comes pal number 3. Warm the key.
Warm. Just sit on it, like a fucking mother hen.
So it's got to be warmer than room temp.
So what are you thinking?
What was that
Hey!
noise? Stop it, you.
What are you thinking? What are you thinking?
Guard protecting this. I'm stumped. I don't know what it could work.
Now you've got to warm the key up. Find someplace hot.
Well, where's hot, Campbell?
Campbell, where's hot?
Somewhere warm? What about the blast furnace? But the problem is, if you go through a cold place on the way back, the card key might change shape. You need to hurry on the way back. That key is actually an IC card. Its connector pins and main body are made of a shape memory alloy. It's designed so that unless it's been changed to the correct shape, it won't be recognized by the PAL code input terminal in the control room, and the detonation code won't be entered.
Oh, jeez.
Where was the blast furnace?
Place with the lava.
Oh. Yeah, how the fuck did I erase that from my memory?
Black hole.
Black hole. Memory is definitely stored in DNA. My DNA's fucking empty today.
Your DNA is empty?
Yeah.
Did you blast all your DNA out today?
Yeah, I know. There's just strings of DNA bust all over my goddamn room, man. I don't know what to tell you.
Blasts a string of bust from his ceiling every day, so... I watch that clip sometimes. Just...
Because it's the thing of, like, Aaron's just like, yep.
I think we were all perfect in that moment.
So how do you get around? Because, oh, there's now soldiers in this room.
Who the fuck are you? Who are you, motherfucker? I wonder if they took Raven's thing. I wonder if they could even lift it.
Yeah, they have to get a team down there to lift up his gun. So, but how are you gonna get around going back through there and having the key cool down?
I don't know.
Huh. Like, for a thought there, I thought about, like, do you have to get the cardboard box and get into a thing and go around?
Oh my god, the cardboard box in 3 is so broken. If you're on fire, you could put the cardboard box on and take it off, like, on and off really quick, and then it'll put out your fire.
Yeah, it just dampens.
Plus you can
the
move
fire.
around in it, it's so good.
Snake, it's about Naomi Hunter.
Then you should
Lay it
talk
on
to
me.
the
What do
colonel.
you got?
He's looking into it.
Turn your monitor off.
Okay, it's off. No one else can hear us. Go ahead.
Sorry, but I didn't want the colonel to hear.
Okay, so what's up?
I've got a good friend in the Pentagon.
Yeah?
His name's
He's the one who told
Pentagonus.
me about it. It looks like the DIA recently developed a new type of assassination weapon.
An assassination weapon?
Snake, have you ever heard of something called fox dye?
No. Fox dye. Liquid and the others were talking about it.
Yeah, it's some kind of virus that targets specific people. I don't know all the details, but
What are you trying to say?
it's too similar.
What is?
The cause of death. Didn't the Arms Tech president and the DARPA chief, I mean, Decoy Octopus, die of something that looked like a heart attack?
Yeah?
Well, apparently, fox dye kills its victims by simulating a heart attack.
No. You're telling me that Naomi was behind it?
Snake, try to remember. Did Naomi give you some kind of injection?
The nanomachines.
She was in the best position to have done it, but I don't know what her motive was.
Does the Colonel know?
I'm not sure. But he still hasn't questioned her.
Okay, I'll ask him myself. Colonel, what's new with the Naomi situation?
I just placed Naomi under arrest.
Arrest?
She was sending coded messages towards the Alaskan base. I didn't want to believe it, but she must be working with the terrorists.
Are you sure?
I'm afraid so. She's being interrogated now.
Damn.
What kind of interrogation?
Well, I'd like to avoid the rough stuff, but we don't even have any sodium pentothal here.
Call me if you find out anything.
So it's true, isn't it?
Naomi, I can't believe it.
That means the Fox dye vaccine must be around somewhere.
Listen, I've got bigger things to worry about.
But Snake, you might be infected too, you know.
All I can do is leave it up to the Colonel.
Wonder, do I still have the frozen key, or I do?
Keep the key.
So it hasn't reverted back to room temp yet. The scale of this game is so impressive for PS1. I'm interested to go through Twin Snakes with you one day and see what you think.
How different is it compared to this?
Same basic story, but it doesn't have Kojima, and maybe you can tell the difference.
Who made it?
Konami. It was probably just another team, but it didn't have Kojima like heading the team. I think he was working on 3 at the time. And I'll say effort well spent.
Yeah, it's sure.
Because we still have fucking
original
PS1,
one,
MGS1, so
yeah.
Which in my opinion is the way better version. It's Twin Snakes is fun. But it's not a substitute for the original in my opinion.
And you said Twin Snakes controls
it's a GameCube remake of this game, but it uses the control scheme of MGS2.
Oh, okay.
Which was on a PlayStation 2 controller.
Were you able to snap into a first-person view with your gun?
Yes, which changes the whole dynamic of the game, for one. Because, I mean, look at this. Look at the layout. It's boxy.
Yeah, and a lot of the fights are dependent on you from a top-down perspective, seeing where, say, like boss fights and stuff. You want to be looking from a top-down perspective at your map to figure out where they are so you can lie in wait and hit them.
That's how it was made. Look at the radar. Everything is 90 degrees. There's no 45-degree angles anywhere. The game was made this way.
Interesting.
It was made this way from the start. I mean, it's fun to go in with a different angle. I'm trying to think of something to compare it to. Like, it's like... A lot of people call it, because also The Matrix came out relatively close to when Twin Snakes came out, so you have Snake doing like double backflips and going into like slow motion mode. It's something the game doesn't need, but people have said it's Otacon's retelling of the events of MGS1 because he thinks Snake is like so cool.
An action star, yeah.
Yeah, so I kind of like that explanation.
So I imagine you have to get right up close to the lava for this to work.
Guessing it wouldn't hurt.
Okay, key is room temp. Oh, got it.
Holy shit. It's not easy.
temp.
We're hot.
All right. Now you got to get hotkey all the way back down without having it cool. So,
Or before it gets room temp.
Is it just a pattern of you have to move fast?
I guess so. Let's try it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my view on Twin Snakes. Like, it's kind of like Rising. It's for fun.
Okay. And then with 2, there's 2 and then 2 subsistence. What's the difference there?
I think there's just a lot of bonuses and extras. It's not as drastic as Substance in 3. Man, I think 2 Subsistence has skateboarding and VR missions. Lots of VR missions. Snake Tales.
Lots of additional content.
Yeah. I'm glad you're interested to do 2 after this, because 2 actually has a lot of cool stuff. I wish you didn't know about Raiden.
To see the build up that
the
2
bait
gives
and
him.
switch. Yeah, you play a snake for like 2 hours. And none of the... You can watch the intro, cutscene in the intro, and you barely see any of Raiden. And that's the trailer that came out.
Can you hear me? It's Naomi.
Naomi? What the hell?
Campbell and the others are busy right now. I'm on a different codec.
Naomi, is what the Colonel says true?
Yes. But not everything I said was a lie.
Who are you?
I don't know myself. I don't know my real name or even what my parents looked like.
How you feeling, Andrew?
I bought all my identification.
Good.
But
About
my
Naomi?
reason for getting into genetics was true.
'Cause you want to know yourself, right?
That's right. I want to know where I came from. My age, my race, anything.
Naomi.
I was
I'm
found in
waiting for
Rhodesia
the
sometime in
thing.
the 80s.
I don't think it's in
Dirty
this game. I
little
think it's in a different one where they go
Rhodesia.
full snatchers
What's
and
now
they
known
just
as
pull their
Zimbabwe?
fucking face off, and
Yes.
it's really not them
Rhodesia
underneath.
was owned by England until 1965, and there were lots of Indian laborers around.
Hey, Tommy, this is
Probably where I got my skin color from.
this is my friend
and I'm not even
Andrew's
sure
first
about
time through
that.
the series.
Naomi, you're too worried about the past.
It's one of my favorites, so
Isn't
I
it
wanted
enough
to show it to
understand
him.
who you are now?
Understand who I am now? Why should I? No one else tries to understand me. I was alone for so long, until I met my big brother. And him.
Your big brother.
Yes. Frank Jaeger.
What?
He was a young
Interesting.
soldier when he picked me up near the Zambezi River. I was half dead from starvation, and he shared his rations with me. Yes, Frank Jaeger. The man who you destroyed was my brother and my only family.
No. Gray Fox?
We survived that hell together, Frank and I. He protected me. He's my one connection. The only connection I have to my past.
And he brought you back to America.
No. I was in Mozambique when he came.
Who is he? You mean Big Boss?
Yes. He brought us to this land of freedom, this America. And then he and my brother went back to Africa to continue the war. And that's when it happened. You killed my benefactor and sent my brother home a cripple. I vowed revenge and joined Foxhound. I knew it was my best chance to meet you, and I prayed for the day that I would.
So, were your prayers answered?
Yes. I waited 2 long years.
To kill me? Is that all you cared about?
Yes. That's right. 2 years. You were all I thought about for 2 long years. Like some kind of twisted obsession.
Do you still hate me?
Not exactly. I was partly wrong about you.
What about Liquid and the others?
I'll have my revenge on them too.
Naomi, you didn't kill that doctor too, did you? The one that used Grey Fox for his genome experiments?
Dr. Clark? No. That was my brother. Afterwards, I covered it up and helped him hide out.
So that ninja, I mean Grey Fox, he's come here to kill me?
I don't think so. I think he just came here to fight you. I wasn't sure before, but now I think I understand. A final battle with you. That's all he lives for. I'm sure of it.
Fox? No. Naomi, tell me something.
About Fox Die? Fox Die is a type of retrovirus that targets and kills only specific people. First, it infects the macrophages in the victim's body. Fox Die contains smart enzymes created through protein engineering. They're programmed to respond to specific genetic patterns in the cells.
Those enzymes recognize the target's DNA?
Right. They respond by becoming active and using the macrophages. They begin creating TNF-epsilon.
Lady, I gotta get this key before it's
a peptide which causes cells to die.
I'm gonna have to go back to the hot room again.
Epsilon is
You're
carried
just
along the
pulling
bloodstream
out the
to
key
heart
out of
where
your
they attach
pocket
to
and
the TNF
breathing on it to warm it back up.
And then
Tommy, yeah, it's one of my favorites.
The heart cells suffer a shock and undergo
Sounds like Andrew wants to go through
apoptosis.
2 after this too.
The victim dies.
The only way to experience Metal Gear is playing it, you know?
You mean the heart cells commit suicide? Naomi,
What?
you must have programmed that thing to kill me too, right? Do I still have time? Naomi, I don't blame you for wanting me dead, but I can't go yet. I still have a job to do.
Listen, Snake. I'm not the one who made the decision to use Fox Die.
Huh? You weren't?
No. You were injected with Fox Die as a part of this operation. I just wanted to let you know that. No, that's not the whole truth. The real thing I wanted to tell you was... Snake, I...
Hey, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Naomi!
Snake, I can't allow Naomi to make any more unauthorized transmissions.
What?
Naomi's been removed from this operation.
What happened to Naomi? What did she mean when she said that Fox Die was a part of this operation? Colonel, let me talk to her.
I won't. She's under arrest.
I won't.
Colonel, you double-crossed me.
Snake, there's no time for that. Right now, your job is to stop Metal Gear. Okay, Snake?
Tommy, what's your order of favorite to least favorite of the main 5, let's say?
Colonel, what's new with Naomi?
She's being interrogated, Snake. Leave her to me. You just worry about stopping Metal Gear. Please, Snake. I consider you my friend. Please believe that. Snake, we're just about out of time. Get to the control room.
What does Snake care? He's gonna die any second. 1 sex? What?
Run! Don't let the key get cold.
Ah! Still good.
Still hot.
Ah! Oh, 1 sec. I wonder how long it takes. Long time.
Yeah.
Ah.
Hey.
Russian.
Russian.
Wow, still? Okay. We got a long time. I tried.
What? There you go. Get your level 7 card up. Ooh. Not a number combination I was expected to see.
2, 3, 1, 4, and 5 is coming up last. 5, as a Metal Gear fan, 5 is such a shame. And Andrew, I think you're gonna see why. We go through the series together. Good.
Yeah, your phone. Run.
And the fact that there's nothing of Chapter 3. It's a fun game, and it controls so tight and polished as fuck, but...
Yep.
Ah! It was supposed to be so much more. I think mine goes... Ah, man. 3. 1. 2. 4, 5. Right? I mean, I love them all. They're all part of one of my favorite series, you know. But the scope of 5 was supposed to be so vast, and I think there was at least a Chapter 3, and possibly even a Chapter 4. But Konami kept tightening the deadline and stuff, and I mean, Trust Kojima tried to squeeze as much of himself into that
key's still
game.
hot. It's still hot.
Still hot.
All right, hot key deploy.
One is the most iconic. Yeah, I agree.
PAL code number 3 confirmed. PAL code entry complete. Detonation code
Deactivated.
No, why?
Tricked you.
ready for launch.
I'm sorry. Just have to run to the bathroom really quick. Still talk to Andrew. Ask him questions about Metal Gear.
So the only game that I've played of the series physically is 5. And I liked 5 a lot. I can understand not enjoying it from a story perspective, and also wanting more content in terms of a Chapter 3 and 4. But I still really like 5. I just like the way it plays. Like, it just handles so well in terms of both the physical controls, the way that you're able to approach the game.
So much fucking water.
In terms of like 5 also lets you just choose whatever loadout that you want to bring into an operation, making it so that you can run any random mission 10 times over and have a different outcome.
Yeah. That's a Peace Walker style thing. I'm excited to play Peace Walker with you. Just as a testament to how good 5 is, I don't like open world games, but I loved 5. But man, I mean, 5 has that. I mean, look at the villains in this game. Look at the villains of Metal Gear, as you'll see as we play through them. Like, I feel like Skullface just had.
Oh, he's not very good.
No,
Also,
I feel like they had a lot of stuff planned for him, but that 9-minute car ride of silence. As
Also,
you can
let's
see,
think about
Kojima
it
doesn't
in
leave
terms,
things silent.
Let's think about it in terms of boss fights. How many you get in 5? 2.
Do you? So Philanthropist and
Quiet. Those are your only real 2 bosses.
Wow, I never thought of that.
Yeah, it's 2. That's it. Whereas, how many are there in just 1?
I mean, yeah, Metal Gear lives on its
Vulcan
bosses.
Raven twice.
Sniper twice.
Sniper twice.
Psycho Mantis, Revolver.
Psycho Mantis.
Oh, actually, don't say the number if you know, because we're still not done with it.
And then we still have him. Gray Fox as well.
Yes.
So that's 5 before even getting to this thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it. Maybe even going through 5 with you would be fun after all the. See, because
I fully understand that it's not a good Metal Gear game.
It's a good game.
It is still a very good game.
It's a great game, yeah. I mean, look at it. It has the Metal Gear Solid title on it. Like, you know, it's gonna be a good game. But yeah.
Anyways.
Yes.
PAL codes are in.
PAL codes are in. Poor Snake's getting fucking tricked left and right by people who he thought were his friends.
Thank you, Snake. Now the detonation code is completed. Nothing can stop Metal Gear now.
Master, what's going on?
You found the key, and even activated the warhead for us, too. I really must express
Now,
my
Master.
gratitude. Sorry to have involved you in that silly shape memory alloy business.
What are you talking about?
We weren't able to learn the DARPA chief's code. Even with Mantis' psychic powers, he couldn't read his mind. Then
Okay, this is starting to make more sense. Yeah.
During the interrogation. In other words, we weren't able to launch
it
the
would
nuclear
make sense
device,
that Master
and we were
Miller
all
wants to
getting a little
complete
worried.
Big Boss's goal
Afraid
of
a
Outer
nuclear
Heaven.
strike, our demands would never be met.
What do you mean?
Without the detonation codes, we had to find some other way. That's when we decided you might prove useful, Snake.
What?
First, I thought we might get the information from you, Snake, so I had Decoy Octopus disguise himself as the DARPA chief. Unfortunately, Octopus didn't survive the encounter, thanks to Fox Die.
You mean you had this plan from the beginning, just to get me to input the detonation code?
Huh? You didn't think you made it this far by yourself, did you?
Who the hell are you?
In any case, the launch preparations are complete. Once the world glimpses the power of this weapon, the White House will have no choice but to surrender the Fox Die vaccine to me. Their ace in the hole is useless now.
Ace in the hole?
The Pentagon's plan to use you was already successful in the torture room. Snake, you're the only one who doesn't know. Ah, poor fool.
Who are you anyway?
I'll tell you everything you want to know. If you come where I am, that is.
Where are you?
Very close by.
Snake, that's not Master Miller.
Campbell!
Oh no!
You're too late.
Master Miller's body was just discovered at his home.
Oh no!
He's been dead for at least 3 days. I didn't know because my codec link with Master was cut off. But Mei Ling said his transmission signal was coming from inside the base.
Oh no!
Who is it?
Snake, you've been talking to
Me, dear
It's
brother.
me! Liquid!
How the... You've served your purpose. You may die now.
Gas! Put on the gas mask.
Imagine he has the gas mask on when you son of a bitch.
Snake, gas! Do something! Snake, call Emmerich. He should be able to break through security.
Snake, that's bulletproof glass. You can't break it with an ordinary weapon.
Can you open
Nikita.
the security lock here?
I'll try. Just hold on for a minute.
Can you missile the glass?
I can try.
Fire. No.
I hacked into security. Snake, I'm opening the door.
Take your time. Take your swing.
Run.
And the gas stops.
Well, I guess because it requires a...
Hey!
Hey, you get back here. Put on a shirt.
You can't just wear a jacket without a shirt underneath. Maniac. I hate my brother.
You'll chafe.
MTV True Life Story. You'll chafe. Lots of chafing.
Snake,
Awkward.
did you like my sunglasses?
Pew pew pew.
Point a weapon at your own brother?
Why did you disguise yourself as master?
So I could manipulate you more easily. And you performed quite well, I must say. Although the boys at the Pentagon are probably saying the same thing.
What the hell are you talking about?
Following orders blindly with no questions asked, you've lost your warrior's pride and become nothing more than a pawn, Snake.
What?
Stopping the nuclear launch, rescuing the hostages, it was all just a diversion.
A diversion?
The Pentagon only needed for you to come into contact with us. That's what killed the Arms Tech president and decoy octopus.
You don't mean...
That's right. You were sent here to kill us so they could retrieve Metal Gear undamaged, along with the bodies of the Genome soldiers. From the beginning, the Pentagon was just using you as a vector to spread Fox dye.
Fox die? It can't be. Are you telling me Naomi was working with the Pentagon?
They thought she was, but it seems that Dr. Naomi Hunter couldn't be controlled so easily.
What?
We've got a spy working in the Pentagon. He reported that Dr. Hunter altered Fox Dye's program just before the operation, but no one knows how or why.
I wonder... Maybe they arrested her so they could find out the answer to that.
No doubt. But I had no idea she was motivated by such petty revenge. We still don't know what changes she made to Fox Dye's program. Oh well, it doesn't matter. I've already added the Fox Dye vaccine to my list of White House demands.
There's a vaccine?
There must be, but that woman is the only one who really knows. Anyway, it might prove to be unnecessary.
Why's that?
You were successful in coming into contact with all of us, so we must have all been exposed to the virus. It's true that the Arms Tech president and decoy octopus were killed by Fox Dye, but Ocelot, myself, and you, the carrier, were apparently unaffected.
A bug in the virus's programming?
Could be. In any case, if it doesn't kill you, then I'm not worried either. After all, our genetic code is identical.
Let's talk about
So
our
it's true. You and I
genes.
are...
My
Yes,
genes.
twins. But we're not ordinary twins. We're twins linked by cursed genes. Les enfants terribles. You're fine. You got all the old man's dominant genes. I got the flawed recessive genes. Everything was done so that you would be the greatest of his children. The only reason I exist is so they could create you.
I was the favorite, huh?
That's right. I'm just the leftovers of what they used to make you. Can you understand what it's like to know that you're garbage since the day you were born? But I'm the one Father chose.
So that's why you're so obsessed with Big Boss. Some warped kind of love.
Love?
Then you tried to kill him with a
He always
plastic
told me
chair.
I was inferior, and now I'll have my revenge. You should understand me, brother. You killed our father with your own hands. You stole my chance for revenge. Now I'll finish the work that Father began. I will surpass him.
He's got such good motive for a villain.
You're just like Naomi.
Well, I'm not like you. Unlike you, I'm proud of the destiny that is encoded into my very genes. Yeah.
Nya!
Yeah, he says.
Forgot about that. Nya!
Your blood will be the first to be spilled by this glorious new weapon. Consider it an honor, a gift from your brother. Now I'll show you
I have no family.
a weapon that will lead us in the 21st century.
It's moving.
The dithering. Oh my god, everything about this looks so cool on the PS1. Look how low poly the character model actually is, and then it's just the texture work that makes it look so much, like, 10 times better. And the fact that they don't have eyes. This would have looked so bad if they gave him eyes. There's actually a, like, a beta screenshot of Snake with eyes, and it looks so fucking weird. I was looking for screenshots of this game to make for the thumbnail, and yeah, that's how I found that.
All right, here we go.
I'm not gonna save scum this, but it's gonna take me a few tries to remember
How to do it.
how to do it.
Missiles deploy.
Fucking
Laser. He's gonna stomp you.
ah, the sparks and everything. This game looks so good. Can't remember all his attacks. I know I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna learn his attacks. Treat it like a Dark Souls boss, would ya? I'm not even attacking. Raiden would make fun of me. Use the roll. That's not an invention till 2. Snake starts cartwheeling. Okay. I think I got a gist. Ah. Trick with that one is you gotta start running away. The laser already has a predetermined path.
Stinger.
Fuck. That didn't hurt him? That's right. Gotta hit the dish first.
Ooh. Chunk of damage off one stinger missile though.
Ah! Stop it. This is one of the most satisfying video game fights ever. I'm not gonna save scum, but it is gonna take me a bit. You can actually get him without locking on. You have to have pretty good aim. Miss, damn.
Miss.
Fuck. That laser sucks. Oh, I love
It's
that.
gonna stomp you.
Fuck. Not even taking my own advice. Need him to shoot his leg missiles. Stop it! Stop it!
Stop it.
Rexy, stop! No, it's just out of rage.
Nice.
I was gonna say, let's use this
Black smoke.
break in the action to go get those rations.
Nice. Just one more hit.
If I can sneak it, no! Use the boost to get through!
That should open up the core compartment so you can actually hit liquid.
Did that do it?
You wish, baby boy.
Roar. There he comes. He's here.
Greg Fox.
The fact that he can fucking stop this thing from moving.
Terrible snake. You haven't aged well.
I'll send you back to hell!
The Gray Fox and his exoskeleton is super cool.
Fox, why? What do you want from me?
I am a prisoner of death. Only you can free me.
Fox, stay out of this. What about Naomi? She's hell-bent on taking revenge for you.
Naomi.
You're the only one who can stop her.
No, I can't.
Sounds like Naomi wasn't her real name. Why did he react like
Killed
that?
her parents.
Ooh, fuck.
I was young then, and couldn't bring myself to kill her too. I felt so bad that I decided to take her with me. I raised her like she was my own blood to soothe my guilty conscience. Even now, she thinks of me as her brother.
Fox.
From the outside, we might have seemed like a happy brother and sister, but every time
Yeah,
I
Tommy.
looked at her, I saw her parents' eyes staring back at me. Tell her for me. Tell her that I was the one who did it.
There you are!
We're just about out of time. Here's a final present from Deep Throat. I'll stop it from moving.
That was like a primal yell from Snake. Fox!
Oh no!
In the Middle East, we don't hunt foxes, we hunt jackals. Instead of foxhounds, we use royal harriers.
Fox.
How strong is that exoskeleton of yours? Snake, are you just going to sit by and watch him die?
What gun is that?
Cornered fox is more dangerous than a jackal.
He destroyed the radome.
Impressive! You are indeed worthy of the codename Fox, but now you're finished!
No! Fire the stinger!
Fox, can you really shoot? You'll kill him too!
Now!
Fire!
In front of truly alive nor truly dead. An undying shadow in a world of light. But soon it will finally end.
Oh, Snake. If you try to fire, Snake goes, I can't do it. Forgot about that.
We're not tools of the government or anyone else. Fighting was the only thing I was good at. But at least I always fought for what I believed in. Snake, farewell.
Foolish man. He prayed for death, and it found him. You see, you can't protect anyone, not even yourself.
He's such a good fucking villain.
Alright. Shoot it.
Gotta remember his attacks here, because you don't get a free heal or nothing. You can actually destroy his laser. I think I might. It's the only thing that's hurting me a bunch. Or is that in Twin Snakes? Oh, it's not. It's definitely not destroyed. Fuck. Stop peeing on me.
I gotta shoot at the railgun, I'm guessing.
Can't lock on to liquid since he's not metal. Stop with that fucking thing. Piece of shit. God damn it. At least I think you can destroy it. Yeah, I mean, to go from riding like that to, oh, you can lock on the liquid. To you sitting in a car in silence for 9 minutes, just... Definitely was not Kojima's vision.
And it was strange because, like, at the start of the car ride, they had a conversation, but then...
I know. And Snake barely talked in that game. I mean, look how much he's talking now. Big Boss is no different. Something happened. Something weird went on. Typically, you will do this part of the fight so many times that you get pretty good at it. Oh fuck! Yeah, one of the best strats is to stay under him and avoid the laser, but maybe I'm just not good at that. I don't have rations equipped. God damn it. Okay, I'm gonna use this life to see if you can actually fucking destroy that laser. I actually hit the dish. Wait, it had like a reticle on it for a second. See that? Doing weird stuff with Metal Gear Rex. Can we back him into the wall? Nah.
What I find cool is that, like, sometimes if you get underneath him enough, his scanner turns from red to blue.
Yeah. Back into the wall. It'd be so cool if I could destroy that stupid thing. Oh my god, direct hit. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna say no.
Yeah, I think it's a twin snakes only thing.
Might be. You could destroy pieces of him, which is pretty cool.
Fire at that bitch.
Yeah, I knew that was definitely not getting out of that one. Not enough time. I need him to shoot leg missiles, not that fucking laser. Need to stay in just the right range. You need to stop it, mister. Leg missiles. Are we not far away enough? I feel like leg missiles and... God damn, if you're too far away, they hit you. I feel like leg missiles and Gatling gun are the same range. Damn. How many do I have? 31. Okay. And there's pickups around the map. Okay, do that thing. One of my favorite things about this game is, like, it's a boss fight you fucking earn. You earn that end of the game. I rage quit this my first time playing this. And then I picked it up tomorrow and did it in like 3 tries. Dark Souls luck, you know. Last one. Come on, baby boy. Ooh. God, he's so fucking cool. I remember considering printing out a paper craft of Rex. Oh, I had rations equipped too. Hang on. I'm gonna run to the bathroom again. So much water. So much water. No way. Damn. Gatling gun. Let's go. Fuck. The Gatling gun like removes the lock on.
Yeah, because it moves your body enough that you don't get the perfect lock.
God damn. I don't know. Laser time. Can we move? I can't see. I'm moving, but the snake's not moving. Okay. Nah, I give you one ration in this battle. Fuck. Damn, he keeps doing that thing where he picks his body up. I hate being on the side of him.
Nice.
Let him do his thing. Take it. I was like, do something, but anything but that. This is it. There we go. Check this out.
No, I can't do it.
If I do a good run in that first part of the fight, maybe I'll save there. I played this on a PS fucking 1. I did my dues. It's like not worth locking on in this part of the fight, I remember. You just gotta aim for the roof of the mouth. Oh, ration respawned. Yeah, for the sake of... okay. For the sake of the playthrough not taking all night. Got one hit. Oh, sit down. Ah! We're trading hits here. How did that not hit me? Jesus. Laser? No.
Oops.
Nice. Fuck you, laser. Fucking laser, dude. God damn. That sucks! Fuck you! Ugh. Very good, very good. Well played.
No.
Laser got ya.
Load.
Fucking. God damn you! Imagine this, but every time you die, you start back when you first walked in. I rage quit my first time. Laser. What are you doing? Ah. Laser? Nice. Laser. Damn, you had to take my last ration, you fuck.
Crush you into dust.
No, my dust crusher. I keep drinking fucking water during the cutscenes and I have to pee so bad.
Oh no.
Rexy boy. Snake, smell your hand and refill your health like you do.
It's not over yet.
Sleeping late as usual. A snake.
Liquid, you're still alive.
I won't die as long as you still live.
Too bad. It looks like your revolution was a failure.
Just because you've destroyed Metal Gear doesn't mean I am done fighting.
Fighting? What are you really after?
A world where warriors like us are honored as we once were, as we should be.
That was Big Boss's fantasy.
It was his dying wish. When he was young, during the Cold War, the world needed men like us. We were valued then. We were desired. But things, are different now. With all the liars and hypocrites running the world, war isn't what it used to be. We're losing our place in a world that no longer needs us. A world that now spurns our very existence. You should know that as well as I do. After I launch this weapon and get our $1 billion, we'll be able to bring chaos and honor back to this world gone
With what?
soft. Conflict will breed conflict. New hatreds will arise. Then we'll steadily expand our sphere of influence.
But as long as there are people, there will always be war.
But the problem is balance. Father knew what type of a balance was best.
Is that the only reason?
Isn't it reason enough for warriors such as us?
I don't want that kind of world.
Ha! You lie.
He keeps talking like Warrior Mail on
Here,
Tumblr.
then. Why do you continue to follow your orders while your superiors betray you? Why did you come here? Well, I'll tell you then. You enjoy all the killing. That's why.
What?
Are you denying it? Haven't you already killed most of my comrades?
That was...
I watched your face when you did it. It was filled with the joy of battle.
You're wrong.
There's a killer inside you. You don't have to deny it. We were created to be that way.
Created?
Les enfants terribles. The terrible children. That's what the project was called. It started in the 1970s. Their plan was to artificially create the most powerful soldier possible. The person that they chose as the model was the man known then as the greatest living soldier in the world.
Big Boss.
But Father was wounded in combat and already in a coma when they brought him in.
Look how
So they created us
cinematic
for his
this is.
cells, with a combination of 20th century analog cloning and the super baby method.
Super baby method.
They fertilized an egg with one of Father's cells, and then let it divide into 8 clone babies. Then they transferred the clones to someone's uterus, and later intentionally aborted 6 of the fetuses to encourage strong fetal growth. You and I were originally octuplets.
Octuplets?
Yes. The other 6 of our brothers were sacrificed to make us. We were accomplices in murder before the day we were even born. So it was you and I, 2 fertilized eggs with exactly the same DNA. But they weren't finished yet. They used me as a guinea pig to create a phenotype in which all of the dominant genes were expressed to create you. I got all of the recessive genes. You took everything from me before I was even born. But you and I aren't his only children.
What?
The genome soldiers. They too are his progeny, carrying on his genetic legacy. But they're different. They're digital. With the completion of the Human Genome Project, the mysteries of humanity were laid bare. Thanks to Father's DNA, they were able to identify more than 60 soldier genes responsible for everything from strategic thinking
I wonder
to
where
the
he
proverbial
got this
killer
footage
instinct.
from.
Right?
Those soldier genes were transplanted into the members of the next generation special forces. That's how they became the genome soldiers. That's right.
I forgot about that.
The genome soldiers that you've been killing are our brothers with the same genes as ours.
I wonder what that means. They're digital.
That's right. They are our brothers, created artificially through the alignment of nucleotides to mimic our father's genes. They too are the product of numerous sacrifices.
Huh.
Sacrifices. Human experiments. 1991, the Gulf War. The military secretly injected soldiers with the soldier genes. The Gulf War syndrome that hundreds of thousands of returning soldiers complained about.
Look at that
was a
thing.
side effect of it.
Ha! Everyone knows that the Gulf War syndrome was caused by exposure to depleted uranium used in the anti-tank rounds.
Yeah,
That was
the
just a cover
specialized
story issued by the Pentagon.
stealth bomber craft
First they
are so
tried to say it was
fucking cool.
post-traumatic stress disorder, then chemical or
Like,
biological weapons.
they're
The poison gas detection units
designed,
and the anti-sarin injections,
like
they were all
part of the
just
reason
a
they're
cover-up
given
of the
that
secret
shape,
genetic
the way their
experiments.
armor plating
So then,
fits, is that
so-called
so that
Gulf War
radar
babies that have been
bounces
reported by
off of it
Gulf
so
War
that they're
veterans
harder
are-
to detect.
Yes,
So
they
cool.
too are our
Look, they're
brothers
helping
and
each other.
Sisters.
So the genome soldiers mean that the experiments were a success?
Success? Don't be a fool. They're a complete failure. We are on the verge of extinction.
What?
Have you ever heard of the asymmetry theory? Nature tends to favor asymmetry. Those species which have gone extinct all show signs of symmetry. The genome soldiers suffer from the same problem. Signs of symmetry. So do I. As do you. That's right. We are all on the verge of death at the genetic level.
Yeah, I was
We
gonna
don't
say, what does he
know
mean by
when or
that?
what type of disease will occur. That's why we need the old man's genetic information.
You want Big Boss's DNA so you can save your family? It's very touching.
In nature, family members don't mate with each other, and yet they help each other to survive. Do you know why? It increases the chance that their genes will be passed on to a new generation. Altruism among blood relatives is a response to natural selection. It's called the selfish gene theory.
You're telling me that your genes are ordering you to save the genome soldiers?
You can't fight your genes. It's fate. All living things are born for the sole purpose of passing on their parents' genes. That's why I'll follow what my genes tell me.
Genes, genes, genes.
And then I'm going to go beyond.
Yeah, I'm starting to get neuron
In order to
inhibition
break the
from the
curse
amount
of
of time
my
saying
heritage.
genes.
My neuron.
And to do that, first, I will kill you.
I need your balls. I think both of them are sterile too.
Look behind you.
They're clones. It's Meryl!
Meryl! Is she alive?
I'm not sure. She was alive a few hours ago. Poor
Miss
girl
Bomb.
kept calling
Why'd you take
on
my shirt off?
Meryl.
falling in love with a man who doesn't even have a name.
I have a name.
No, we have no past, no future, and even if we did, it wouldn't be truly ours. You and I are just copies of our father, Big Boss.
Let Meryl go.
As soon as we've finished
Meryl.
our business, we're almost out of time.
You're talking about Fox Die.
No. It seems now that the Pentagon knows that Metal Gear is destroyed, they've arrived at a decision.
How do they know?
Don't even need a BDA.
Mm-hmm.
If you want the details, why don't you ask your precious Colonel Campbell?
Protocol.
Colonel, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm listening.
What is the
I don't
Pentagon
have a
going to
shirt
do?
on.
Colonel,
Why'd you take my shirt
The
off?
Secretary of Defense has taken over active control of this operation. He's on his way there by AWACS.
what for?
Hey, Wax.
Bomb the place.
Hey, Wax.
Not only that, B-2 bombers just lifted off from Galena Air Force
No,
Base.
fuck.
They're
You're
carrying
dead.
B-6113 surface-piercing tactical nuclear bombs.
What? Metal Gear is destroyed. Tell the Secretary of Defense.
The Secretary of Defense heard that Naomi double-crossed us, and he's worried about Fox Die. Now that there's no more danger of a nuclear strike from Metal Gear, he's going to do whatever's necessary to cover up the truth of what really happened here.
He's going to drop a nuclear bomb to vaporize all the evidence along with anyone who knows anything.
Don't worry, Snake. I'll stop the nuclear strike.
How?
Yeah,
I may
how?
only be a figurehead here, but I'm still officially in command of this mission. If I issue an order to delay the strike, it'll confuse the chain of command and at least buy you some time. It'll give you a chance to escape.
But, Colonel, if you do that...
It's okay, Snake. The truth is, Foxhound was already the subject of an undercover investigation. Merrill was transferred to this base just before the terrorist attack as a way of manipulating me.
Those bastards.
I'm sorry. They forced me to cooperate in exchange for her life. You better get out of there, Snake.
Are you sure? It'll be bad for you.
Don't worry. It's the least I can do for you, after all the lies.
Colonel.
I'm ordering them to cancel the bombing run. After that, there's no turning back. What? What are you doing? What?
Colonel!
Snake!
Mei Ling, what happened to the Colonel?
I don't believe it.
What happened?
Snake, the Colonel!
Roy Campbell has been relieved of duty. This is the Secretary of Defense, Jim Houseman.
Jim!
He's been placed under arrest for leaking top-secret information and for the crime of high treason.
Ridiculous.
Yes, he's a ridiculous man. He truly believed that he was in command of this operation.
You bastard.
There won't be a speck of evidence left. I'm sure the President would want the same thing.
President ordered this?
The President is a busy man. I have complete authority here.
How do you plan on explaining a nuclear attack on Alaska to the media?
Don't worry. We've prepared a convincing cover story. We'll simply say that the terrorists exploded a nuclear device.
Smart. You'll be murdering everyone here. The scientists, the Genome Army, everyone.
Donald, the DARPA chief, is already dead.
So, you didn't mean to kill the DARPA chief after all?
He was my friend.
He was my
You could
friend.
care less about what happens to everybody else, huh?
Well, if you give me the optic disc, I might consider saving them.
What are you talking about?
Metal Gear's test data. Donald was supposed to bring it back.
I don't have it.
I see. Oh well, that's okay. You two are an embarrassment from the 1970s. Our country's dirty little secret. You can't be allowed to live. Well, the bombs will be dropping soon, and you two have a lot of catching up to do. Farewell.
Jim Houseman.
There's no way out for us. Let's finish this before the airstrike. You stole everything from me. Only your death can satisfy me. Only your death can return to me what is rightly mine. She'll make a beautiful sacrifice for our final battle. Do you see this? It will be the time limit for our final battle. This nuclear module is set to detonate at the precise moment of her death.
What?
All right, 3 minutes on the clock.
You might still be able to save her. You could enjoy one brief moment of love before the end. If you cross this line, you'll fall. At this height, it will kill even you.
Okay, the fucking timer's going.
You've already wasted almost 30 seconds, Liquid.
Have at you, Snake.
All right. Save.
He's fucking hard. No, I'd rather go to game over. That way the timer. Dude, he's a
does it
bastard.
reset?
How does he work though? I think if his hands aren't up, he won't.
That's when you can strike.
Alright. Not as hard as I remember. I remember not being able to get a fucking hit on this guy. There we go.
Nice shot!
Loser. Just keep doing Don't do the combo. Oh, okay.
Left.
Fall off.
You're out of time!
No.
What's wrong, Snake? What's wrong, Snake?
That charge attack. Deceptive. I was gonna say, there's no way you don't do like an attack on your way up from that. Fucking hell. Get up. Get up so I can hit you again.
We only have a few more seconds.
Get up!
Get up! Come on now.
Fucking hell.
You're out of time!
Where is that?
I know, I'd rather get, because it starts at the cutscene with full time.
Yeah,
There
it
we
gives
go.
you actually full 3.
Have at you, Snake!
That extra 30 seconds, though.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, dude. Ha! Got you anyway, motherfucker.
Nice shot!
Alright. Charge.
Go on. Oh,
It's going to blow!
you hurt my tummy.
Better hurry! It's going to blow!
Already said that, Liquid.
You're out of time!
How embarrassing. You could have made a whole ass fighting game out of this, out of the fist fight engine. I don't know about this one. I'm trying.
Charge. Bruh. Get him.
Bruh. Fucking hell.
Kick.
God damn it, it always resets the camera. Ah! Kick. No, charge.
Get him.
You're out of time!
Kick. God damn you, man.
You're out of time!
Charge.
Please.
Bit more.
You're out of time!
Just have a gun.
Well, I was gonna say it would be ironic if it gave you all your rations that you had. Like, even if you just had your one left over in the Rex
Fucking
fight.
hell.
No.
Have at you!
It's a tough fight. I'm doing a lot better at it than I thought I would. I was dreading this, kinda. Oh.
Have at you, Snake!
Motherfucker. It's a great final battle, though.
Nice shot!
Should I save state?
You're in a pretty good status for health against him and health for you.
Well. Ah, I was gonna say, let's go again.
Charge.
Fuck.
Load.
His combo, his 3-hit combo really fucks me up. Hey dude, come on.
Yeah, how much heat is off his 3 hits versus you?
Ugh.
Load.
No, it's like 3 AM for you. I'm trying to get through this. Kick.
Ace.
Like it. Not that. I am robbing you of the satisfaction of doing this like fucking hand to hand with this dude. All in one shot. Okay, he's gonna try to kick me. Go ahead. Big mistake. Huge.
Minute remaining.
Fucking fuck. Shut the hell up. Shut the hell up, man. There it is. That fall should kill even you. That's what you said.
Even you.
Meryl.
Alright, disarm that bomb.
Merle.
Meryl?
Meryl?
Snake, is that you? Snake, oh, you're alive. Thank God.
Meryl.
Meryl, we have to leave.
Meryl, are you okay?
Are you okay? Is that all you can say?
Meryl, it must have been terrible.
Oh, it wasn't that bad. I didn't give in to the torture.
Torture?
And things even worse than that. I was fighting too. Just like you.
You're a strong woman.
Fighting them made me feel closer to you. I felt like you were there with me. It gave me the strength to go on. But I was scared.
I'm sorry.
Don't say that. But it made me realize something. During all the pain and shame, there was one thing I was sure of. A single hope that I held on to. And that hope kept me alive. Snake, I wanted to see you again.
Meryl. That's my Kodak.
Snake.
It's not what you think. It was my Kodak.
Good news. Meryl's okay.
All right. You saved her, man. Good job.
I got
Come on,
some
man.
bad news, too. We're about to be bombed.
Good for you.
Oh boy. I guess we're
Oh,
considered
boy.
expendable.
Is there a way out of here?
A way out?
Get to the snowmobiles.
You can take the loading tunnel to the surface. There's a parking garage right next to you. The tunnel leads from there to the surface.
You know about that,
The
huh?
door in front.
No, it's a small entrance to the west of that door.
How about the security?
I just unlocked it. Who do you think you're talking to? I'll take care of
The
security
master
along
of
your
our
escape route, too.
What are you going to do?
Me? I'll stay here.
Are you crazy?
I need a little more time to take care of your escape route.
But
Unlocking the security doors is difficult work. Only I can do it.
Otacon.
So how does this work from the other end? Meryl's the one who guides you out of here?
This is a hardened
Like,
shelter. but they're going to
disables
use a surface-piercing
Yeah.
defenses?
bomb. It won't
Huh.
hold.
I don't know. I've never done
Through
it.
regretting the past. Life isn't all about loss, you know. Snake, I'm a complete person now. I've found a reason to live.
Good. Don't die on me.
Same to you. Take care of Meryl, okay?
I will.
Okay, I gotta go. I promise I'll do something about your escape route.
Thanks.
Thanks? Well, that sounds nice.
I believe in you.
Thanks, Snake.
Let's get the hell out of here.
What about him?
Run!
Where's Otacon?
He's
Otacon.
fighting right now. With his old self. To be the man he wants to be.
He's fighting for us too?
Yeah. And I don't want it to be in vain.
Fucking run! There's no time
What
to
about
talk,
Liquid?
Snake.
Fuck him.
Also, go find your sneaking shirt. Meryl.
Meryl. That's a lot of faith you have to put in someone to jump like that with your back facing the ground.
Run, you fools.
Started.
I must be heavy.
Looks like we're not gonna have a love scene after all.
Looks that way. Too bad.
Let's get out of here.
Snake, it's freezing outside. You need some clothes.
There's my sneaking suit.
Hurry up.
Why is it shaking? The bombs are going off?
Looking good, Snake.
Why'd you say that
We
after
don't
I put
have
my shirt
time
back
for
on?
This,
Why'd,
Meryl. We have to leave.
why'd she say that when I put my clothes back on? Come on now.
She likes a guy in uniform.
Andrew.
Run.
Ooh!
Oh, hang on, Rash.
We didn't do a thing for a snack.
Damn, a surveillance camera.
Fuck. Skeep, beep, beep,
Damn,
beep, beep.
no keys.
Where are you?
We got guards.
Get the fuck out of here. Fucking stop it. Oh my god, dude, they're beating the shit out of me. Stop.
Get in the thing.
God damn.
Drive. Shoot him down with the M60.
Before warthogs were even a fucking thing.
Yeah, this is true. This is like... What's Metal Gear 95?
I don't know. You'll have to look that up.
I think it's 95. 5 years ahead of Halo 1.
How are you alive? I shot you so many times with this. It was a few playthroughs before I learned that you could actually go first person. Oh
Shoot him down.
We'll never make it. Snake, clear a path.
This rocks, dude.
Thank you, Meryl.
Bro, how are you alive? You don't get any more rations at this point. Andrew, did you hear? I did it.
Uh-oh. It's coming. How the fuck are you alive? Shut up. Shoot him.
He gets to shoot and drive. Yeah, what is Otacon? I think Otacon drives you out at this part. But fuck if I remember. I'm shooting you. Excuse me. This is gonna be a close one.
Mm-hmm.
How much health do you have, motherfucker? You don't get any rations at this part.
He's gaining. He's gaining.
He's gaming. Yeah, I had no idea. I was like this the whole thing.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't think we have the fucking health to play with, like, right now.
Ooh.
Stop! Stop fucking shooting me!
No!
Yeah, Snake died. Why he was just shooting at Meryl, though?
That's the end of his story.
That sucked. It's those fucking guys in the beginning.
Hmm. Yeah, because you have full life. Do you have your gun still? Nope. Okay, you just gotta do it.
Damn, a surveillance camera.
Possibly just hide behind stuff?
All right.
Get him! Get him! Get him!
I got it, Snake.
Okay!
Get in! Get in! Shoot! Shoot them all!
Please! Christ's sake!
Move it, Meryl. Alright, I think you lucked
Yeah,
out
this
better there.
is
You
how I
more-
did that part the first few times I played this game.
Jesus Christ, man.
It was hell. Okay, so there's barrels on this first one, thankfully.
We'll never make it. Snake, clear a path.
Fucking motherfuckers. I guess Snake just doesn't respond.
You want to
No barrels on this
there?
one.
Or at least save right before the car.
I don't know, because I was hitting liquid pretty consistently. Okay.
Save there? Yeah. Alright. Get ready. Here he comes. Shoot him.
It's not over yet!
My word.
He pokes his head up if I'm not shooting him for long enough. See? I'm trying to figure out how liquid works. Nice. Let's keep it on him. Ah, we still have a whole ration left though.
Yeah.
You tell Kojima watches a lot of fucking movies. Come on. Ah! Ah! How do you think this is gonna translate to a movie, Andrew? They're talking of making one. Okay, are you just gonna hit me every single time now? Even though I'm shooting you?
Like... Again... It's one of those things where I don't think any video game movie has ever worked or possibly will ever work.
Mm-hmm.
I think we have just crested over the like adaptation to some sort of cinema with TV. I think TV shows based off games have started to work, but it's like only 2 of them have worked so far.
Yeah.
Don't say Resident
Just
Evil.
a little shook up.
Oh no. Witcher.
It's no good.
Witcher and Cyberpunk.
What happened to Liquid?
I can't see him either.
You were gonna get bombed. You can't say that so definitively.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, Liquid's dead.
Snake!
Fox die. Go. It's a technicality, Pope, but
he's dead, that
nobody fucking read those books before they turned into games.
What happened to the air raid? No stealth bombers in sight.
Codec call.
Snake.
Zotacon, I hacked all the stealth bombers, everyone.
Okay.
Colonel, what happened?
The Secretary of Defense has been arrested. Early retirement.
Why?
I was able to get into contact with the president. Metal Gear, the training exercise, all of it. It was all the Secretary of Defense acting alone.
Acting alone? What happened to the air raid and the nuclear strike?
The orders were rescinded. The F-117s and the B-2 Spirits have returned to the base. Once again, I have complete authority over this operation.
I see.
Washington isn't stupid enough to use nukes to cover up a few secrets.
I wonder about that.
In any case, the danger's over. Thanks, Snake.
Colonel, you can rest easy. Meryl's fine.
Really? Thanks. Thank you, Snake. Snake, I'm sorry. I kept a lot of things from you.
It's okay, Colonel.
I imagine this conversation is completely different if you don't.
Oh, that's right.
I've got a present for you. There's a snowmobile close to you. Mei Ling saw it on the satellite photos. This time of year, the glaciers are pretty calm. You should be able to ride right out of there. I'll bet the boys at the DIA and the NSA never expect you to come home alive.
Me neither. I better not show my face around here.
No danger of that. You two officially died after your Jeep sank into the ocean.
That's not too far from the truth.
Also, there's a helicopter waiting for you on Fox Island.
Dr. Hal Emmerich should be somewhere on the base. I want someone to bring him in.
I understand. Leave it to me.
Okay, Roy. Are you gonna be okay?
Don't worry. I've got an insurance policy. A hard copy of all Mei Ling's data. As long as I've got that, you,
he needs
me,
a structured
and Mei Ling will
settlement.
be fine.
The battery on these nanomachines will run out soon. They won't be able to follow us.
I guess we won't meet
The
again.
battery. Whoa.
Don't worry. I'll pay you a visit sometime.
Really? I look forward to that.
Roy, just tell me one thing.
What?
About Fox Die.
Meryl will be fine. She wasn't included in its programming.
What about me? It killed Liquid.
Naomi said that she wants to talk to you face to face about that.
How is she?
Don't worry. Mei Ling is with her right now. I'm switching over to Naomi.
Snake, it's me.
Naomi,
I heard about my brother.
I'm sorry. But he had one last message he wanted to say to you. He told me to tell you to forget about him and to go on with your own life.
No, he didn't.
Frankie said that?
Yeah. He also said he'll always love you. Naomi, your brother just saved you, me, and the whole world. He fought with every ounce of strength in his body.
Maybe. Maybe now he's finally found some peace. He wasn't really my brother anymore. Ever since he fought with you in Zanzibar, he's been like a ghost. A ghost looking for a place to die.
Naomi, Liquid died from Fox Die too. What about me? When am I gonna go?
That's up to you.
What do you mean?
Everybody dies when their time is up.
Yeah, so when's mine up?
It's up to you how you use the time left to you. Live, Snake. That's all I can say to you.
They make you care so much about these PNGs. They do so much to pack all the character into them.
Each person is born with their fate written into their own genetic code. It's unchangeable, immutable. But that's not all there is to life. I finally realized that. I told you before the reason that I was interested in genes and DNA. Because I wanted to know who I was, where I came from. I thought that if I analyzed my DNA, I could find out who I was, who my parents were. And I thought that if I knew that, then I'd know what path I should take in life. But I was wrong. I didn't find anything. I didn't learn anything. Just like with the genome soldiers, you can input all the genetic information, but that doesn't make them into the strongest soldiers. The most we can say about DNA is that it governs a person's potential strengths, potential destiny. You mustn't allow yourself to be chained to fate, to be ruled by your genes. Humans can choose the type of life they want to live. Snake, whether or not you're in the Fox Die program isn't important. The important thing is that you choose life. And then live. Don't you think, Snake? Don't worry. I'm going to choose life too. Until today, I've always looked for a reason to live. But from here on, I'm going to just live. Genes exist to pass down our hopes and dreams for the future through our children.
How did you see that on a satellite
Living
photo?
is a link to the future.
Yeah.
Oh man, there's only one. See you later, Meryl.
Loving each other, teaching each other. That's how we can change the world.
Nah, it's one of the older model Ski-Doo models. You can
finally
fit fucking
realized it.
3 people on that thing.
The true meaning of life. Thank you, Snake.
Now go.
Look.
Let
You
the
save
legend
Otacon,
come
he
back
sits
to
on your
life.
lap.
Let's keep it as a reminder.
Of what? A reminder of a successful mission?
What did she
Or
find?
the first time we met?
A
Bandana.
reminder of how to
Oh.
live.
That's the infinite ammo bandana. New Game Plus.
Fuck, we could have used this the whole game.
Survival has been the only thing I cared about in my life.
Me too.
That's not just you. That's how everyone is.
I only felt truly alive when I was staring death in the face. I don't know. Maybe it's written into my genes.
What about now? What do your genes say about your future now?
Maybe it's time I live for someone else.
Someone else?
Yeah. Someone like you. Maybe that's the real way to live.
Blech.
So, where to, Snake?
David. My name's David.
Okay. So where to, Dave?
I think it's time we look for a new path in life.
A new path?
A new purpose.
You can tell he
Can we find
didn't
it?
plan on making Metal Gear into a series.
I know
Yep.
we'll find it.
No, he just wanted the one.
What are those?
Caribou.
Mm.
To the Aleutians,
Tasty.
the caribou is a symbol of life. It'll be spring here soon.
For us too.
Yeah. Spring brings new life to everything. It's a time for hope.
Did you see the exclamation point? Bring! It starts running into you.
What the hell was that noise?
The sea, the caribou.
Full wash and set.
Most of all, you.
I think I'm gonna like this new life.
Come on. Let's enjoy life.
You can totally tell that. Man, there's another timeline out there where Hideo Kojima stopped making Metal Gear and he just made cool new things. I wonder what those things are. Because it's like, in his 30s, he probably wanted to make something completely different. And then in his 40s, like, you know, what ideas was he having in his 30s that he'll probably, like, never want to act on again? 1998? Is that when this came out? Silent Hill was 99.
Oh, okay.
Kill the... Turn on the music a little. Play up. Ugh.
There we go.
What'd you think?
I think that's very good.
Okay.
I think it's a really good story.
I'm interested to see what you think of Twin Snakes.
Shinkawa was his firearms advisor? Jesus. Like, I knew
Guess
the
so.
man could design, but I didn't know he knew about guns.
Hey, thanks for sticking with us, Pope. You ever played that one before? The Flag Management Team. Oh, I forget his name, but he's like Kojima's second-hand man during all this. Oh, so Toyota was... No, I recognize him from other stuff.
Cube
Digital. Look at the video games. Fucking video games in 1998.
Video
You didn't have this.
Yeah,
look how
to divide it into this many different groups.
Right?
Good old Police Knots plug at the end there.
Extra artists. I want to go to Alaska. Now even more so. Ari took Katie and our friend Jackie on a day trip there. Seems like another planet. That in Japan.
Bears.
You didn't have this many people working on a game back then. You know?
I imagine that the only team that rivaled this in scale was probably the Final Fantasy VII
I was
team.
gonna say Square, probably. I mean, look at what Nintendo was doing back in 1998.
Oh yeah, nowhere near.
What
And
was
even
it, N64?
what would be the largest? I don't think there would be a Western dev that would be comparable in size at that time.
Yeah. Well,
They all came afterwards.
And Mario 64 and Ocarina of Time, I have to imagine, came out at a similar time, and I know they have a big development team, but... Ocarina had a cool story. I mean, Mario is the same as probably every other Mario game, but it's not on this scale. And it's like a take on a realistic... I love Metal Gear because it's like such a weird mix of realistic things mixed with like supernatural and wacky. Like
it's Kojima being hyper detailed about certain aspects of his game, and then also being like, oh, but also they can do this.
Yeah, there's like an element of magic to it almost, like Psycho Mantis in this game.
Yeah,
it's cool.
Yeah. Well, you know what? You kind of see that. I feel like there's a lot of different Japanese directors who are like that. Who will synchronize down to like something in particular about the hyper details about something, but then the other side of the coin is they go completely in the other direction of outlandishness.
Yeah. These are all the people in this song. That's so cool.
Mm-hmm.
Any cute little special things?
Which song is the best from the main 5? Which game has the best main theme?
Main theme. I gotta say 1 and 2.
Really?
1 and 2, the music seems so different, and then 3 is even more different still, because it was like all these woodwind instruments, and they nailed the sneaky feeling in all of them, but in such drastically different ways. And then you get 4, and it's so dry and like emotional. Like I can't wait to see how you. I don't know. I don't know how to answer that.
And when I say that, I mean theme that is sung by a female lead.
So you have The Best Is Yet to Come.
You mustn't allow yourself to be chained to fate, to be ruled by your genes. Humans can choose the type of life they want to live. The important thing is that you choose life. And then live.
This is Snake's point of view from his 50 dogs. Oh, you don't know about that?
Me and my 50
He was a musher.
dogs. Metal Gear Solid.
I mean, Snake Eater.
Yes,
I gotta answer.
The
Wait.
entire unit was wiped out. Those two are still alive. The Vector? Yes, sir. Fox Die should become activated soon. Right on schedule. Yes, sir. I recovered all of Rex's dummy warhead data. No, sir. My cover is intact. Nobody knows who I really am. Yes, the DARPA chief knew my identity, but he's been disposed of. Yes, the inferior one was the winner after all. That's right. Until the very end, Liquid thought he was the inferior one. Yes, sir, I agree completely. It takes a well-balanced individual such as yourself to rule the world. No, sir. No one knows that you were the third one, Solidus.
Yep.
What should I do about the woman? Yes, sir. I'll keep her under surveillance. Yes. Thank you. Goodbye, Mr. President.
Mr. President.
Bum.
See, that makes me believe that he had planned to do more games.
Oh, for sure. Oh my god.
Leopard.
This was me trying to fucking speedrun back to the point because, like I was saying at the beginning of this, we lost the save data at the start of disc 2, so I had to go fucking run all the way back up there. I love games that give you little stats like this. Best vocals. Okay, so you got The Best Is Yet to Come. You got Can't Say Goodbye to Yesterday. You got Snake Eater and...
What is for song?
Love Theme? Old Snake? One of them has a female vocal. Anyway, it's not my favorite. Probably Snake Eater, just because of how iconic it is. I like the way they use the instrumental and the background in the more emotional parts of this. All around it, like, man, this game fucking rules. And then I feel like the series just went in a great direction, and yeah, I'm excited to go through it with you.
Save complete.
What do you think? What are your closing thoughts?
No, like, again, it's one of those things where I can see why this became such 98, there it is.
Ah, yeah.
Why this became such a legendary series that people were highly anticipating the next chapter in.
Oh my god, dude, imagine playing this in 1998 and then you see...
The thing is, each and every one pushed the boundaries of what that machine could do. This pushed the boundaries of what the PS1 was capable of. 2 pushed what would have been the earlier life cycle of the PS2. And it was a big, 4 was a main selling point to buy a PS3.
Yeah.
Because other than that and a few other key games, there was no reason to buy a PlayStation 3.
Yeah, I remember those days. I remember having a conversation with my friend about the PS3 and saying like, oh, there's nothing for really it, so I'm gonna get an Xbox. And I mean, the only thing I can really think of is Metal Gear Solid, but I haven't played the others, so I don't really care about it.
And you can also drill down to, a game is important to the life cycle of a thing when it gets its own dedicated collector's edition console.
They didn't do that back then.
They don't fuck around with that shit.
I think MGS4 might have been one of the first.
You look on the Xbox side, the only game that was good enough to earn that slot was Halo's. Halo and Gears.
I know they made a Pikachu N64 for Hey You Pikachu. But look what happened there. Metal Gear Solid 4 might have been one of the first, right?
Yep. Oh, it's got to be.
Gears. Gears had that too. Yeah.
Gears has one. Halo.
I had the Gears one. I had the Gears one and the Halo one, and a black Xbox. I had a black Xbox Elite, and then my dad took it away because I kept getting bad grades. So I saved my lunch money. Listen to this. I saved my lunch money. I didn't buy lunch every single day. I think I got $5 for lunch from my mom, and I just saved that for months. And then I bought an Xbox Arcade that I hooked up. I hollowed out one of my drawers. Hollowed out. I just took all the socks out of it, and I put it in there, and I hooked up all the stuff in the back. I busted out the back wall of the drawer of my dresser. I hooked up all the things, so that way if my dad ever came to pick me up, he wouldn't see it and take it away again. So I had that, and then the Gears, and then I think something happened. It broke or something, and then I got a Gears of War one, which was really cool.
Arcades were notorious for they could only last so long.
Red ringing, yep. Plus it was in a drawer, so I don't know how much airflow that got. But
I went from a refurb to an arcade to the last one I ever owned was the R2D2 red and white, white and blue one.
But then Halo 4 had a armor specific to getting the console, and I think something happened in my Gears one. And it was breaking, or it was red ringing a lot, so I think I just got that one and got the unicorn helmet.
A friend of mine had the Halo Reach one that was the pure silver.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah. Xbox 360 was really cool. Cool console. And that was my last Xbox console I ever owned. Then I switched to PS4. And that's I got a PS4 and a Switch now as current generations go. Well, I guess not so current anymore, huh?
Yeah. We're in the new current. Yet you can't get a console.
Yeah, I'm not interested though. My rule for consoles is I've told this to Andrew, but I'll tell it to chat. I have to think of 5 games that I wouldn't mind buying at full price. So far, PS5, Demon Souls.
Demons, yeah. There's nothing out yet.
That's it.
Yeah, everything else is still in development.
Yeah, and I can't really think of anything like in development that I wouldn't buy on PC, you know?
That's the thing, is now we're just in a day and age where like anything Microsoft is getting a direct PC release, and then everything Sony will hopefully eventually become PC. Still one that they're holding out on.
I know, fucking one.
Yet they've said that they're thinking about making films off of it now. Whatever. We did it! It's done!
We did it. And for the last bit of this, I'm loading up MGS2. I just want you to watch the intro cutscene.
Okay.
Kind of hype us up. Hey, if I end up not going to the movies tomorrow, do you want to start it? Or you want some time to think about it?
Maybe some time to think about it. Like I was wondering if we have additional time tomorrow, if we wanted to do a bit of Shadow Tower. Because I think... did you watch Pineapple's video on it?
Pineapple?
Iron
No.
Pineapple. Okay. Because if you've never seen anything of Abyss, again, one of the main guys who worked on this was the main director for Dark 2. This guy knows how to do monsters and make things interesting.
That's what I like to hear.
I don't think his stuff is always the best of From's, but it's the stuff that sticks with me.
Wait, why don't I have game audio? Hang on, it's gonna go black screen for a sec. Game properties. There we go. No? I hear game audio. Okay. G. This one. You should be responding to the audio. I don't know why you're not. Sorry, the screen is black. Hang on. Ay. Can you guys hear that? This music? Or is it just silent for you guys?
Yeah, that music's playing. I think.
You guys hear that? Not showing up on the audio spectrum. No. Yeah, I don't know why. All right. Let's pull up a YouTube of it.
Okay.
Yeah, I want you to put yourself in 1998. Hot off of this game. And finally get a trailer.
How fast after we talking? Because it's
maybe
Metal Gear 2 is 2000 and hey Aaron, what's up?
2001.
2001.
3 years later.
That's not a long time for these games.
And when did the PS2 even come out? Like, how long did they take to learn how the system works before?
Exactly. Yeah.
Like, what on earth?
Dev kit.
A window capture here.
Yeah, the PlayStation 2 came out March of 2000. So the console had been out a year, and this game was ready to go.
Holy shit. How do I stop sharing my screen? Oh.
Okay. I'm watching.
This is all you get. Everybody's using their real names now. Look, who's Quentin Flynn? I don't know.
Yeah, they don't even show him.
Yeah, you think this game is gonna be fucking Solid Snake versus everybody? Like, there's your DNA.
Yep. And whoever the heck that is. Lighting. Also, it's back.
Played by Jennifer Hill.
Cam Clark. Again, another Metal Gear game with a catalog of villains.
Yeah, all of them. I don't think Harry...
I'm so happy that
There's
Harry's still working.
Who?
Harry Gregson
Yeah.
Williams.
I don't
That
think he
he's
was
still
the pro.
making
I don't
music.
think he was doing the music for the first one.
There's Ray.
There's Ray. Was YouTube even a thing? 2001? Where did you watch game trailers from?
You'd have to go to like
the website.
Websites, very dedicated websites.
Huh.
They finally show them right there.
But nothing in that says he's gonna be the main fucking character.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing.
God, People must have been losing their.
You think
like,
you're
This was
Snake.
probably showed at like some sort of IGN or something, or not IGN, but E3. People would have been losing their fucking minds.
I know.
Seeing this for the first
Right?
time.
Holy shit, right?
Well, it's the same thing that we got to experience seeing like the trailers for 5. It's like, oh yeah, there's a new fucking Metal Gear.
I was so fucking hyped for 5. Do you know about the marketing for that? With Ishmael and the bandaged man?
No, I don't think I do.
We can look up that. I'll have to find the specific video, but they didn't even say it was like PT. You didn't know it was Silent Hills until it was over. It was just a game by Moby Dick Studios.
Right,
right.
right.
And
Yeah,
it just
I remember
showed.
that.
Yeah. Let's look at that. As just a reminder for anybody just joining, Andrew has played Metal Gear Rising, and Metal Gear Solid 5, and now Metal Gear Solid. Let's see. Oh man, what do I even type? And it was just called Phantom Pain. You had no idea, and people were piecing together that the absent spaces in the logo said Metal Gear Solid. If you put it together, people were going crazy. Can you still see my screen?
Yep.
Sweet. 2015 trailer.
You might have to go like Phantom Pain, Moby Dick Studios.
Debut trailer.
Get out of here,
Why is there an
Fortnite.
ad? Oh, I turned all my ad blockers off. No. I haven't seen an ad in years.
You're dirty.
Bye.
Bye now.
Fucking bye, Felicia. Yeah, let's watch this. This will be fucking interesting.
Yeah, check out the new project from Moby Dick Studios.
Try to relax. There is plenty of
And people were like, who is this studio and where the fuck do they get off having graphics like this?
Mm-hmm.
I need to tell you something.
People were like, oh my god, freeze frame. If you freeze frame here, go frame by frame. That looks like Snake, kind of. Blurry in the background.
You've been in a coma for quite some time.
Moby Dick Studios.
People were like, oh, I can't even say. That's something from 3.
Oh, really?
Yeah, let's see if I could do it.
Well, and also having, because that's not Hater talking to you, that's Kiefer.
Yeah, Kiefer is Ishmael. That, like, man, I would think that's Snake. I was losing my mind over this. There was no talks of... Oh, even that. There was no talks of a Metal Gear Solid 5. Nothing.
Yeah.
Not even a hint. I'm still in a dream, Snake Eater.
Yeah. Is it this real?
They were so subtle with this. There was no confirmation either.
It's his whole thing. It's what he likes to do.
And I love him for it. Hang on. You never get to see this dude's face. Something is coming.
And then the gas comes in. What's going on?
Oh my god, this scene.
And like, yeah, the entire tone of this was completely different.
It's so cinematic. This? Oh, hang on.
Yeah, it's not until you see. Wait
See
for
what?
it.
Yeah, people were like,
yeah.
Who was that to you?
Like, again, you can't tell from this distance. You have to get closer to see that he's even anything.
Yeah, I mean, people were comparing this to Volgan's uniform, and it just matches up, like the gold bands on his thighs and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, that shot.
That is completely Volgan. This, I think that was there just to throw people the fuck off.
The flaming unicorn, yeah.
And the whale in the sky. That was just, this is fucking red herring shit.
Yep. Phantom Pain.
I remember
so if you look here, you could figure out that says Metal Gear.
Yep. I remember a Reddit thread where somebody put that together and it was like, could it be? Could it be? It fits perfectly. It has to. It's Kojima after all.
Yeah, and then a bit of this shot. And then, oh, but just only the lower half of him. It doesn't show the mask. Because the mask would be the tell. If they showed off the mask, it would be almost too much.
B has come too, and this.
B has come too.
I don't know if you ever saw this, but I remember talking with Charles.
It's Jeff.
I read that this Joachim Mogren is an anagram of Hideo Kojima.
Hello, Jeff.
And people were saying that this whole interview was on the Fox engine. This character isn't from the Fox engine, and people weren't able to distinguish it from real life.
Very good to see you.
First of all, I should ask, what happened to your face? Are you okay?
Yes, I had a little accident, but I should be good by GDC coming up.
You know, a lot of people are wondering who you really are, what Moby Dick Studios is working on. When are you going to tell us more about the Phantom Pain? Are you going to be able to share more tonight?
So I have to wonder, was Jeff on the inside at this point?
He's got to be.
Yeah.
But I don't have anything to show today, unfortunately.
Okay, let me ask you a few things, though, about Phantom Pain, because as you know, when we announced this at the VGAs, there was a lot of speculation about what this game actually is. Is it a next-generation game? That's something a lot of people ask me on Twitter, saying, Keely, is this a current-gen game? Is it next-gen? Is this a PlayStation 4 game?
Oh, it's kind of both, actually.
Okay.
He's not giving you nothing.
Maybe confirm that you guys have development kits, at least, for next-generation systems?
I'm so sorry, Jeff. I can unfortunately not confirm that either.
All right, well, this is going well. What can you tell us then at GDC? What are you going to show from the game?
This year's GDC show, I will have a new Phantom Pain trailer, and I can confirm that it will answer all of your questions.
Okay, answer all the questions. So we're not getting a lot of answers tonight, but at the Game Developers Conference later this month, there'll be no more secrets about this game.
Yes.
I guess one thing I will say
is
that, we're sitting here in a hotel room. We were asked to come interview you, find out something about the game. How do I not know this is some elaborate ruse?
Well, unfortunately, I cannot show too much, but for you, Jeff, I can show you some new images and some new stuff here on my iPad that hopefully you'll enjoy.
Okay, so you're going to prove that this is real. So what are we seeing here? This is some concept art from the game?
Yeah.
Some concept art.
Yeah.
Whale, it looks like.
Fire whale.
Oh wow, those look like some new screens.
It's a ruse.
Oh, the main character. So these are screenshots. I noticed there's a Fox Engine logo in the corner, so this game is running on the Fox Engine.
Oops.
What the hell was that?
There we go.
That was the big hint. Oh man, he loves to just toy with us.
Yep. He's a sneaky man.
He's just a sneaky man. Yeah, I remember being so invested. What is it? Like, man, and then that
and then that fucking 9-minute Red Band trailer came out.
Yeah. The ashes on his face and stuff. Fucking man, and it's such a fucking shame that they put constraints on Hideo Kojima. It's like, you don't put constraints on fucking David Lynch. He'll tell you to fuck off. So good. Right, Aaron? Were you in on it? Were you super invested in this? Where were you when this all was coming out?
I literally had it wasn't the Red Band trailer. It was, I think, like the day or two after the Red Band trailer came out, somebody had ripped the music from it, but it still kept in the part where Kaz is talking to Boss, and he says the "kept you waiting" line to him, and I would just listen to that song on repeat.
Really? Even before?
100%.
Well, you played Rising before that?
I guess I must have.
Aaron, did we know each other in 2015? Huh.
Because I think, here's an interesting one, Chris.
Yeah.
Let's look at this timeline. Go in here for me. Because our friendship starts at around... I wish there was a faster way to go back in time through YouTube here.
I think I just met the Spaghettis in 2015.
So we would be looking at... Yeah, I met you end of 16.
I met the Spaghettis 6 years ago. I wish... Does it say the date, though? That's stupid.
And I finished...
Me and you were 16? 2016?
Yeah.
Yes, I was 16
I finished
with them
my
as well.
Metal Gear playthrough January of 16.
Interesting. Yeah, I met the Spaghettis January 2016. And when did Charles leave that comment on your video?
September.
September. Okay. Aaron, do we have a point where we can see when our friendship began? 2016, possibly.
It's all connected.
Because how did we meet, Aaron? What were we playing? Because I'll tell you, I went back to Late Night Spaghetti's YouTube and looked at when I left a comment on their channel, and Andrew went back to a video that he uploaded, and when Charles left a comment on his video, but we don't have a thing like that. We met on Twitch. Whenever you and Erica were streaming Bloodborne. I can trace it back. I can trace it back. My first trip to Washington was when we did that. That narrows it down a lot. So this was 2016. Let's see. I'm looking at my photo reel on my phone. Okay, this is when the Tough Guys was forming. Okay, this was the Cherry Blossom Festival. which I made a video for that and edited heavy, and I was like... My sister's graduation. First trip, it would have been in August. Disney trip. I was nervous too because I'd never been like to a state like all by myself. September. Okay. No, this is Comic-Con. Then after Comic-Con? This is the Masquerade. October. Okay. So maybe it was 2017. Did me and Aaron become friends? Oh, here we go. Okay. I just saw a picture of Erica. And I think that's because I had saved their Facebook profile pictures because I was commissioning Allie to do a commission for. Shortly before. Aaron, we met in... There we go. And we met in September of 2017. I might even be able to narrow down the day. September 3rd, 2017.
Put in your calendars, folks.
September 3rd, 2017. Interesting. Yeah, it was Erica's first time playing Bloodborne. God damn. That was 5 years ago. Six years, Andrew.
6 years.
September, right?
Yep.
Yeah, just our 6-year anniversary just passed. Holy shit. And let's see, in January it'll be 7 years. 7 years of knowing the Spaghettis, is it true? January 2016. Yeah. Holy fuck, dude. That's the better half of a decade. Happy anniversary, gamers! Oh my god. Alright, well that was Metal Gear Solid 1.
Yeah, I do.
I don't know what's going on tomorrow, so have to hear back from some friends, but I might see you then. I'm gonna let Andrew get some sleep.
Yeah.
It is what, almost 5?
Almost 5.
Yeah, let's. Alright. Good night, gamers.
Good night.
Hopefully see you guys tomorrow. Be well. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for going on this Metal Gear journey. Andrew, you up for doing the achievements? You gonna add that to your list?
Oh, achievements for 1?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that.
It's a hard set.
Because, like, I imagine there's ones for, like, hey, just play the game. And then there's all the ones of, like, fuck you, beat it in 2 hours, loser.
Yeah, it'd be fun to knock out a few of them, though. Alright, y'all. You guys have a good night. Maybe see you tomorrow. See you soon. Bye.